Oh, do I go? Hey, Jack. Can you hear me? Is the voice all right, mate? The sound okay? Yeah, mate. My day was all good. Pretty straightforward. Just turn that volume down. King, hey Blake, seeing you on Hook's stream earlier and been watching your videos, you're a legend. Thanks for your service. Oh, cheers, bro. Oh, but Niggy, Nig. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. Thanks, dude. That was great. I had a great time there with what's Hooks on a Hook stream. It was good fun. Seems like there's a cool community there, and I definitely want to be a part of that. That was awesome. Yeah, I learned a lot there from those guys, man. That's cool. Woodsy, where were you, bro? I was there waiting. I was there from 2:30 to 3:30. Oh, Woodsy. Lunchtime is 12, not 2. Oh, shit. So you were there at 12, Woodsy, and then, Jack, you rocked up at 2:30, so there was a cross of times. What a bummer. You, you said 3 p.m., didn't you? Fucking Jaker shirt. So, Saturday, what everyone's doing in their Saturday evening, other than listening to my ugly mug? My missus like, yeah, you ugly fucker. What's been cracking? I was on Hookstagram, I think is how you pronounce it. Pato mentioned him to me to him, and him to me, and we hooked up on a live stream with him today, and I had a good time, a good community over there. Um, all about the 420, so that was, yeah, it was interesting. It was cool. I learned some stuff. Yeah, it's really passionate about like the levels and how to do this and how to do that. So that was pretty cool listening to that stuff today. I loved it. True fuck, sorry, bro. I don't know why I wrote down 3. Oh, well, miscommunication there, bro. Oh, gee. Reach out again. Yeah, so do you want to catch up tomorrow lunchtime? Hey, Catherine. Mel's just in the background. She just said hey too. Yeah, bro, do you have an email? Do you want mine? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you can sort that out again. Awesome. Ba ba bum. Hang on one sec, guys. One sec. Alrighty. Pop, pop, pop. So, what's the go? What do you want to talk about tonight? I was talking to Davros before. He's in Thailand there, cutting the lawn. Probably having a couple of brewskis while he's on the ride-on mower. Be a pretty cool place to live around Phuket and that. Dollar goes a long way over there. He was saying he gets a pretty fucking tight place for like 250 Australian a month. Like a crazy. The place he was saying was crazy. Some coffee. how'd you go today, Woodsy? Were you were moving military guys today? You're saying, or Defence Force guys? How was that? You look like Pato's going live again tomorrow. I think was it 7:30 or 8 o'clock tomorrow? So be there to tune into him and get some news. I bet he's got lots to say about. I was talking on this stream I was with today with Hookstagram, and he was saying, how when people are coming up really quick, how YouTube likes to sort of put the brakes on you a little bit, by fucking with your content. So I was learning a little bit about that today. And it seems like, what he was explaining is sort of what Pato's going through at the moment. It's and I found out the reason why YouTube's algorithms and search engines are so reliable and so good is because they're tapped into Google. Google backs YouTube. That's why it's such a good platform. I found that out today. Excuse me. Yeah, so I had I put up some pretty average short videos today. My daughter's taken my laptop, and I've got 2 phones and a tablet, and I've got a thumb drive that I can put into my smart TV, but I can't get the photos onto my phone or the tablet. So I was just playing I was playing the videos on my TV, and I was sort of taking photos and videos off the TV. But I forgot. I went into a couple of folders. I found 50, 60 photos that I still got there. That was I've totally forgot about, man. It's good because I'm going through all my old folders, and I haven't looked at in probably 9 years, 10 years, I even found when we got back from Afghan, we had a Saturday off where we just sort of went in and just, we didn't get drunk or anything, but we had a beer each. We just, we deserved that. I thought we had a beer, and then we just went shopping, like tourists cruising around the Dubai Mall. We went down to the beach and had a swim, and I found all those photos today of us doing that. So I hope you're well, mate. Being away, why Pato hasn't been on live. Yeah, he's been getting sort of shadow banned on the mark. So he's been dealing with that. And I was on another live today with another bunch of guys, Hookstagram, and he was saying that when guys come up really quick, because he's had dramas with it, he's had heaps of dramas with YouTube, and he's saying that they sort of put the brakes on someone that's coming up fast, and they start to fuck with his content. So I think that's what he's going through, and I think he's done enough now. I think for him to want to go live and re-engage, he's been having dramas with YouTube, but I'm sure he'll explain all that tomorrow night, because he's going live again tomorrow night. If you have a look, I think he dropped the short 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Don't quote me, but yeah, we'll be there to get in there and support him. He's probably the main reason why I even started doing this, because I just was looking through his community and seeing young blokes coming in and saying, your stories have changed my life. I want to do something different. I want to go to TAFE. I want to do whatever, and going away from that easy money, the crime money. So I thought that was fucking admirable. Using all of his experience and knowledge, and just telling it for good, especially of the young men of Australia. It's hard for young guys these days with the access to pornography and all that fucking shit, man. It's crazy. I don't even know how they navigate it. It's horrible. It's a horrible world, and yeah. Did you get that, Jack? Yeah. My missus keeps you let out, you pussy.
Pato's a pussy.
Pato probably won't come in. He'll be doing stuff.
I never said that. I said he's a pussy.
Yeah, pussy. Yeah, but I did a few things today, and man, I blew up to last night. I had 78 subs, and then throughout the day, I just come on before. There's 93 subs now, so that's fucking cool. I appreciate the support. We love it. Yeah, 100%, mate. It's evil world these days. Wish we could go back to the simple times. Yeah, man. I used to get my joy out of square with social justice warriors, keyboard warriors. Some of the shit people say, you just go, and you would never fucking say that to anyone's face, you fucking putrid piece of shit, You just like, that shit would never be said because you'd never say that. If you were having a conversation with someone, you wouldn't just go, oh, fuck off and die, cunt. Like they do in your, you're this, you're that, and you're like, yeah, fucking keyboard warriors, mate. Yeah, I seen that, bro. 13 subs since yesterday. Yeah, I know. Probably thanks to Hookstagram, man. He was plugging in pretty good. He's been really nice, actually. Yeah, and I think a lot of his guys, come across and support. So it's all good, mate. It's all good. And there's a lot of young guys over there. And I was talking to a bloke over there. How he was talking to there was a dude, a bikie, he knew a nomad, and his life was pretty shit. And he ended up, had to get away with it because of those sorting laws and all that. So he decided to join the army. And he got in contact with him, and now he's like in a whole different headspace. He's in, he belongs to a better, to a better organisation, and that's fucking fantastic for me to hear that, mate. You know what I mean? Like imagine Pato and and Spanian, for example. Imagine those guys are soldiers. Instead of doing what they're doing in jail and out in the communities. Imagine if they put that towards good. As a soldier, you just know that they'd fit straight. That would, Well, they're in a violent world, so that's, part of being a soldier is obviously being extremely violent. So, yeah. Yeah, Jack, 13 subs, I know. Pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah, so, Hookagram, yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. A lot about the 420, though, so, if you're not into that, probably not for you, but, they'll had some pretty cool conversations about strains and how CBD does this and that, and it's pretty interesting. I liked it. Apache, you okay? Yeah. Our little blue Staffy, we named her Apache. She's a little gunship. I love her. Spanian as a soldier, I don't know. He couldn't take orders or work as a team, but yeah. Maybe, because he's never had to. So, when you get put into an environment where that's taught to you and it's not forced onto you, and it's done through mutual respect, hard work, where you can both see each other put in the same amount of input for the same amount of output, and that, you end up getting the same, because the soldiers attract the same sort of people. You'll find when you join the army, if you do, that you're around a lot of people that think like you, act like you. Some guys weren't as patriot as me, but that's cool. That's cool. Fuck it, I just I love Australia. Do anything for this country and citizens. Love it. I'm glad I had the opportunity to fucking make a difference. Maybe. Yeah, so yeah, Spanian. But you know what I mean? Like, when he was younger, at 17, 18, and he had somebody to direct that energy and guide that. And, and give him room to do what he needs to do and still be an individual within the team, because, you don't want to be a bunch of robots, you still want individuals. But I reckon they would see the light, like you can tell by the way he is now. Like Pato and Spanian now, it's their true colours are coming through. They've seen what really matters, and it's fucking the people around you, your loved ones, your friends, and to keep those people safe and to keep those people around you, you got to make super changes in your life when you're those type of guys, So the fact that they can do that and they had that audacity or that tenacity to do that, I reckon they would have. I reckon all you guys would. You all would. Even if you say, "Oh, I can't deal with some cunt telling me what to do," it's not like that. It's not like some guy going, "I'm going to stand here while you scrub the fucking toilet," and you're below me. It's not like that at all. Everybody's equal, I mean, you got to go through the training environments, through Kapuka and through, the School of Infantry or Artillery or Armoured or whatever the fuck you decide to do. You still got to go through those training establishments, and it is that authority, because we've got to slap that civilianness out of you. We still need you to Like when I give you an order, I don't want you to be questioning what I'm fucking saying to you. You need to be just doing, right? But for me to have that, we've got to have a rapport that you know that I'm going to make the right calls on your behalf no matter what. See, so you've got this relationship that's, even though you're from authority, you still have to have super respect for the soldiers if you want them to have faith in the shots that you call, you know, and you develop that through training, and that's why we're always out in the bush training, developing that rapport, because it matters. When I say do this and you're looking up and it looks dangerous, but you know because of all the years of training we've done together, it's the right call, and you're just going to fucking do it. I don't want you sitting there questioning because you can't see that what I've got my plan for you guys to do, right? So, except Lieutenant Dan. And did you ever listen to Scojo's podcasts? Scojo? Nick knows. Scojo? Who's that, buddy? Not familiar, bro. Except Lieutenant, you like that story last night, Jack? We terrorised that guy, mate, for 28 days, but good. It sounded the shit we put him through, but trust me, he will be such a good officer now because of that, you know. And he, in hindsight, as he matures as a man too, and he goes through the officer ranks, he'll look back and go, "They were cunts to me, but you know, they made me the officer that I am." You know, which, first of all, people say, "What's the biggest asset in the army?" They go, "What's the biggest asset?" It's our bushmasters because they keep soldiers safe. No, it's the ammunition because without ammunition we can't fight. No, it's the medical staff because we can't even fight if we know we can't get medic. It's not. Our biggest asset is the soldier, is the man themselves. That's our asset because they can do all that other stuff. Catherine, jail should be more military style. First thing I got when in reception was a pack of ciggies and a Christmas present. I thought they were taking the piss out of me. I even went to McDonald's in jail. Well, that's cool. That's fucking sick. That's awesome. I'm gonna show them. Mel's got a motorcycle. She's got a dirt bike. She's got a CRF 150, and she's doing the front plate up. She's done this up for her front plate. How sick is that? Fucking mad. Jack Dagger message with her. No more reception pouches now, Catherine. Now, military jail, I actually did the course because, see, while I was in, I was always trying to better myself. I was always trying to go, when they want somebody to deploy to a war zone, I want to make myself, it come down to 3 guys they need to pick. I want to be that guy. So the only way I could do that is by bettering myself outside my employment lane. You know, so I had a particular job and I've got to do courses to maintain that job. But to make myself better, I'll get myself on a combat first aid course, right? So I'm learning how to do, IV drips. You learn how to stitch. I learn how to secure airways, oropharyngeal, nasopharyngeal. I know how to fix a pneumothorax or hemothorax, where you have a punctured lung and it's collapsed because of the air, or it's punctured, but it's collapsing because there's too much blood draining there. How to set up, sucking chest wounds, how to set all that stuff up, how to do tourniquets, and then when you do your 6-week course of theory, your 2 weeks is in a hospital in the ER. Like I was in Perth when I did it, so I did my 2 weeks in the Sir Charlie Gardner, the major hospital in Perth, for 2 weeks. So I had motorcycle victims coming in, and I had to fucking, do all the stuff I'd trained in a real life emergency environment. So that straight away, that course bettered me because now I can do all this other stuff. Plus, I'm a combat first aider now, so that puts me on a different level. And then I thought, what about an ordnance? There's a lot of ordnance on a war zone. What can I do with that? What do we have, bro? There were some good stories last night. That's awesome, Mel. Nice, Mel. What's your personal favourite drinking story from back in the day? Oh, shit.
They're all bad.
My missus goes, they're all bad. Oh, mate, Mel's seen me in lots of fights, lots of everything. I mean, I hate talking about it when I drank because sometimes I was a fucking righteous dickhead.
All the time.
I was all the time. You know, sometimes, you know, I just got that mentality. When I had a gutful up here, I'd walk into the pub and I'd just look for the biggest, loudest dude, man, and it's fucking on, you know what I mean? I don't know, I was that dickhead. And I'm telling you, you know, like, if I had 300 fights, bro, I probably lost 200 of them because I was like, you know, pissed, you know. I wake up on Sunday mornings either broken hands or broken face. And then even with my broken hand, bro, I'd rip my cast off and I was hitting with my fucking cast.
Oh, yeah? I thought at 83.5 was broken arm.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You know, and I'd go back to the RAP, the regimental aid post on Monday morning. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to wet in the shower. And they're like, what the fuck, put it back on. And that Friday night, you know, my missus would be getting a drink and she sees me fucking throw it at some cunt across the dance floor. It's on. You know, I did that so many times that when I went to the regimental aid post, they said, look, mate, if you come again with it, you know, with your cast off, we're going to charge you for all this because it's free, obviously. And I ended up doing it again and I just fucking left the cut off. But that's why all my knuckles are pushed back. Yeah, so my favourite drinking story would be probably when I got there in the 90s in Townsville. Okay, the military dominated, if you've been up there, the main street. What was the main street called, Mum? Babe?
Stanley Street.
Huh?
Stanley Street.
What?
Stanley.
Was it?
Yep, I think so.
Anyway, if you've been there, there's a main street. I can't remember. And it had the Bank nightclub, it had the Exchange. It's now called the Mad Cow, but back when I was there, it was called Lang's. And then another pub, and then across the road was a Tats. And then around the corner was the Seaview. And then across the road was another pub called Bullwinkles, and upstairs there was a strip club up there, right? And back in the day, back in the 90s, we sort of rode the roost there until one time we got in a massive punch on. I think I told you guys the other night with some Hell's Angels because Lang's was a 1RAR pub. We were 1RAR. The other fighting infantry battalion in Townsville was 2RAR, and they used to drink at Tats. And sometimes we'd have a gutful, and we'd come out and we'd meet in the middle and we'd punch on, right? 1RAR would be punching on with 2RAR boys, right? Army on army. But if any civilians or bikies try to get involved, the 1RAR and the 2RAR, we're army, so we combine now when we start fighting and just dominate. We just get into an extended line, bro, and we just go through fucking every cunt, through bouncers, for coppers. We'd have coppers and people from town, from Rockhampton and Mackay coming down and doing interviews with our battalion saying, you got to pull the brakes up on these guys, you know, they're doing this and they're doing that, and you know, they're dominating the cops and we can't have this shit. So one of the best times was a couple of fucking Hell's Angels came into our pub and thought they could rule the roost because there's only a few of us in there. And there was about probably 8, I don't know, 6 of us, and there was 4 of these dudes that patched up too. And we're like, you know, get the fuck out, bro, you know, and they wanted to go. And back then there was a big square ashtrays in the 90s, the glass ones. And this big dude, he was 6'5", I'm like 5'10", 5'11". You know, he's shaping up and just grabbed this ashtray and just fucking boom, and I hit the corner of it right across here, man, and just smashed his fucking nose across his face. And he just dropped down and he just looks at me and he goes, if that's all you got, cunt, you're fucked. And I was like, oh shit. Because I could see him coming on something to cover. And just as he goes, his head fucking rocks, his eyes roll back in his head and he drops. And my mate quickly standing behind him with a fucking bar stool, mate, boom in the back of their head. And they all end up on the floor and we just dragged them out into the street and fucking ambos or whatever come and sorted it out. So that was cool shit, man. That was cool shit to go, you know, to do that. And like one time a bunch of guys got fucked up at a nightclub called the Playpen. So we rang some dudes and we got Unimogs that can carry 40 soldiers, and we got 2 Unimogs of guys to come down to the Playpen. And we went upstairs, man, we kicked the fuck out of every bouncer. And then we all got into a circle, there was like 80 of us. And we started jumping, and the second floor of the Playpen was starting to bounce, man. Oh, dude, we caused a riot. We went out and fought coppers, and then after that, we started getting crazy. One night we went out, and there's like fucking cops everywhere. They brought them up from Rockhampton, Bundaberg. There's like 300 of them, and they started locking us up. So, but they were cool. That was good, you know, because you go in and you just, you know, it was just good. You just dominated because you're just fucking a bunch of warriors, killers, you know, like fighting in a pub and all that is just a tiny side effect of what we're training to do every fucking day, you know, every day, you know. So, you know, that was a fun flex, you know. Just having that belonging, you know, and you know, and with the military too, you can pursue sport. Like you can actually represent the Australian Army rugby union team, and for 6 months of the year, if you make the Australian rugby union team or league team, you'll tour around the world playing other Army rugby. So you'll go and play the South African Army, and you'll go to New Zealand, play New Zealand Army, you'll go over to England, all at defence budget, all as a professional sportsman, you know, while your guys are doing all this other stuff back here, 6 months of the year, you're touring around the world playing sports if you make it to that level. Cricket, international cricket, like the cricket's pretty big in the Army, AFL, Union, volleyball's fucking huge. Yeah, so, and you have to pick a sport. It's just like school on Thursdays. You finish at lunchtime and everyone goes and plays sport against the other units, and we all meet at the pub at 3 o'clock and we have a few beers, and it's a good environment, man. I miss it heaps. Fuck carloads of boys, 2 unimugs full of boys, yeah, bro. Yep. That's how we're called. There's fucking 500 of them back there, bro. There's Alpha Company, Bravo Company, Charlie Company, Delta Company. And each company, there's 80 guys or 90 guys. Mill goes down, they're all poofters. Only she can get away with saying that. Yeah, so, you know, so if you really wanted to, mate, we could get 200 guys there. all the same, trained, all fucking nutters. Well, not nutters, but I don't know. It was just different back then, mate. You know, it was just awesome. I fucking loved it. But I loved it better once I matured, got on. I went up through the ranks, became a corporal. Then I went over to Perth and did some stuff with the fucking special forces over there. Then I went up into Pilbara Regiment, and then I started, you know, in the Dampier a cappella over there. I was fucking chasing people, doing human smuggling and fucking illegal fishing and bringing in, you know, tons of drugs. So I was there with those guys at night time, fucking sneaking up on the oil tankers, man, in Black Ops with fucking cameras, taking photos, bringing it back to our boat, sending it to customs, and customs would go and do the arrests. We'd look at our next target, and you know, so while I was doing that, I was getting skills, different types of skills, working on the water. And then, like I said, I did DEMIO, where I did demolition. So if you throw a grenade on a range or artillery and that round doesn't go off, someone's got to go down there and blow that motherfucker, right? Because it's dangerous, and it's a dangerous job. It's called the DEMIO course. So I went and did that too. So I could go out and blow up ordnance that hadn't been blown up before. So that gave me another edge. And then talking about the jail, going back to the jail, you sound crazy. My old man's cousin, he was infantry around the same time as you. Do you remember Jim Pennington or a Penno? Oh mate, Penno. He wouldn't have been in Charlie Company around my guys, and I ended up going to Mortar Platoon in support company for 2 years. Penno. Maybe, I mean, like if he was in Townsville, he could have been in 2RAR, which is a whole other battalion. I don't really know those guys, you know, where we all know what we're capable of because we're doing the same shit, but there are, you know, there's 7 fighting infantry battalions. You've got 1RAR, 2RAR, 3RAR, 5RAR, 6RAR, 7RAR, and 8-9RAR. Okay, 4RAR is our SOTG Tier 2, Tier 3. And then we have SAS over in Perth, which is our Tier 1 operators, if you understand the tier system when it comes to SOTGs. Yeah, so with the jail, I went and did it's called the detention centre. When you get done in the army and you've got to go to jail, drop the mic. G'day, mate. Here you go and drop the mic. I love that. Is that a mushroom? That's with an eye? That's fucking sick. Over on Paddo's live, there's I used to see Mrs. Eyes. Do you remember Mrs. Eyes? And she's got the little mushroom and that thing. I thought that was fucking cool too. Yeah, but getting back to army jail, it's just like a civilian jail, but worse. You're completely isolated from every other jailmate, right? And everything's in double time, okay? And inside your cell, you have a red line, a blue line, and a white line. And you have flashing lights. And all through the night, every 2 hours, they'll flash the lights and they'll go, red line, go! And you've got to get out of bed, fucking attention, running on the spot. And then they'll go, blue line, go, red line, go, blue line, go, for an hour. And you just run, poof, poof, within your cell, right? And if you need to go for a piss or a shit, you've got to get up and you've got to run on the top. And you can say, I request a fucking piss, corp, or whatever. And they can say, no, fuck off, back to bed. And you've got to lay there. And they'll go, red line, go. I need to do a piss. No, go back to bed. So the minute you get up, when you're shaving in front of the mirror, you got to fucking double time while you're shaving. You double time everywhere. Unless you're eating, shitting, or sleeping, you double time. So, you know, like, it's pretty intense. And you get busted back to $400 a fortnight or $400 a week, so you lose all your pay. Yeah. G'day, mate. Hi, Drop. Hi. Yeah. So I did the detention centre supervisor's course, not because I wanted to be a screw in an army jail. It gave me the ability, if a soldier fucks up overseas or does something like a war crime where he shoots an innocent and it's obvious, and I had the powers to be able to fucking, take that guy, arrest him, take his weapon off him and sort that out. So it just gave me another like course or certificate to make me better than the guy that I'm going up against for that job to get in the war zone, And I think that's why I got to deploy 3 times, into the Middle East area of operations, into Iraq and twice in Afghan. Usually in your military career, you're lucky to get at 1 deployment. And I did 3. It's only because of the work that I did in the background to make myself competitive and better, And plus I was interested. I wanted to be a combat first aider. I wanted to, if one of my guys gets hurt, I want to be the first one there to be able to sort it out, I wanted to have that knowledge. I think at the end of the combat first, I think I'm like a 4-week course away from being like a paramedic or some shit like that. So, so I did all the, and then I did every extra weapon course I could. So you were dedicated to going back. Fuck yeah, Jack. That's all I was about. I'm not joining the army, bro, to fucking spend all my time in the bush training. I joined so I can fucking test my mettle, go over there and fucking take it to these cunts. I wanted to be like the Anzacs of Gallipoli. I wanted to be like the fucking heroes of the Western Front, the Somme Mud in France in 1916. I wanted to be like the guys in the Battle of Long Tan in Vietnam. 30 infantry soldiers taken on 1,200 VC and they fucking won. There's only 7 of our soldiers left, but they took on 1,200 VC, bro. And when they were pulling the fucking Australian bodies out of their fucking, where they died fighting, most of them had fucking smiles on their face. Bro, you gotta live up to that. You gotta live up to that reputation. It's all about. So I fucking lived and breathed that, mate, So I just want to make myself better so I could maintain and uphold that fucking reputation. Anzac. Gets me fucking passionate talking about it. So you decided, thanks for your service. Hey, new subscriber, met you on Paddo's gig. Yeah, cool, Peter. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support, all the support. I didn't realise it was going to be so fucking therapy for me. I was talking to Mel. It's just weird. Since I left the army, it's just trapped in my head, because it's all I did, guys. I joined when I was 18. As soon as I turned 18, I was there, all the way to January 2017. And then since January 2017, I've sort of been lost. I left. I bought an acreage. We built a house. I'm lucky to own everything. I own my property. We own our house. We own everything. I don't own nothing. But I still, I miss it every fucking day, bro. I miss it every day. And I miss leading men. I found, my talent was being able to get a group of men and get the best out of them and lead from the front. I fucking loved it. What was the scariest thing you've seen that you can say on YouTube? The scariest thing I've seen? It depends. Like, are you talking like goriest? Because I don't give, mate. I'd seen a car get hit. If you have a look back at my community photos, there's a photo of a white Hilux and it's got like police in Arabic on the side of it. That car ran over an IED about 200 metres away from where I was. They hit this IED and it sent that car fucking 20 feet in the air and did like a forward somersault, right? The driver was fucked. The passenger, we could imagine the scene, right? I didn't give a fuck about any of that, bro. Getting ripped apart, people getting ripped apart and all that. So the gore, some people be like, oh, fucking pass out from blood. It wasn't that, mate. The scariest thing for me was when I was doing some work at the front gates of a FOB, and a suicide bomber fucking you know, ran at the gate, mate, and detonated near one of my soldiers. That was probably the scariest thing because I just worried about the welfare of my boys. You know, when people say, what's the proudest thing you ever did? I said, I fucking brought all my boys home, man, with their fucking arms and legs and their, you know, their body intact. That's all I cared about, man, was the welfare of my lads. So anything to threaten that, that's what scared me. But anything else, I don't give a fuck, man. No. You know what was hard? Shoot, I had dogs. Because the rabid dogs there. And sometimes you're exposed waiting for a helo to come and pick you up. And a couple of times the scent of these dogs got us. And I don't know if you've ever seen a dog with rabies. They're coming at you to eat you. And you don't want to get rabies, bro. So, you know, shooting dogs is pretty fucked, but because I love animals. My missus goes, yeah, because you're a pussy. But yeah, so the scariest shit was anything when I thought my soldiers were in danger, bro. You know, because, you know, this is other stuff soldiers don't talk about. You do a whole thing when you go to war zone, right? You do a thing called your death photo, so that if you die within that war zone, it's the photo they'll show on the news, right? A photo of you. And you're getting told this, right? This is the photo if you die, it's going to make it fucking a good one, you know? Sometimes soldiers that break soldiers just going, holy fuck, for the first time they think, shit, I could die, you know? So people have never had to think of themselves like that. And now you've got to write a letter too. So now they're asking you to write a letter to your loved ones from the point of view that you're not coming home. And have you ever had to do that? It's confronting, you know? So, no, my lads have to go through that. Fucking you just don't want anyone to get hurt, man.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It is beautiful. It's fucking, that frog's done the thing, man. John the Frog. This is for Mel's dirt bike.
Not coming off.
Thanks, Sarah. What was the scariest thing? You're more like environmentally side shit like dogs or bad time in a town. What's that? Yeah, more like environmental side shit like dogs or bad time in a town or something. Yeah. I mean, there was this one time. I haven't told anyone this, you know, but there was one time, man, where I was with 4 of my dudes, and we had 107mm rockets coming in hard, mate. And God, it wells me up thinking about it again. Calm down, cunt. Steady. We're getting hit and we're exposed with 107mm rockets coming in from 5 k's away, and you can hear them coming straight in and fucking just lights you up, mate. Fragmentation and fucking HE coming 180 meters, mate, at you. It's like machine gun fire. And they're walking their fire up the road, chasing us. They're like, you're getting closer and closer, and I'm thinking, fuck, we're done, you know. We're going to get pushed into this corner. And there's nothing we can fucking do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. We couldn't kill someone. We couldn't fight anyone. God damn it. Fuck. And the rockets were coming, man. 2 more rockets and we're dead. Cop it sweet. I had a sat phone. And I'm with my boys. We're sharing in the middle of that mayhem. I rang Mel and said, I fucking love you. You can hear her side of the story when she got that phone call. Fuck. Far out. But the last rocket stopped just short of us, man. And we got fragged up a bit, but we survived, and the phone call ended good. And that was a pretty fucked time. There. So that was probably, I wasn't scared. It was just like this. We're trained fucking killers. and I'm just gonna get fucking tagged from a rocket. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. So it was more like that, you know. You fucking dogs. Come and fight me fair, but I'm here to tell the story, right? Fuck. Yeah, so that was hard. That was hard. It's just hard because we copped it sweet. There's nothing we could do. Just gonna fucking, you know? Yeah. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, I haven't told anyone that. Probably the worst thing I ever experienced, just because there's nothing I could fucking do about it. Because you're always used to being in control, right? You know, in a war zone as a soldier leading men, you have to be in control of every fucking thing in the environment. You have to be in control of your time, your equipment, your management, men, the way you conduct your missions. I don't even know if I'd be here if it wasn't for her. I love you, Bob. I love you so much. Just gather myself here, fuck. Hey, Matt. How you going, buddy? Appreciate you being here. Would you salute? I missed some, did I? Oh, Jordan's in. Did I, Donnie? Hey, bro. Fucking thanks for coming in. Sorry, I was too busy fucking in my own shit then. Everyone show this legend some love. I'm no legend, bro. I'm no fucking legend. Just not a legend. I'm just a dude. Just a dude like you. You're a lucky man, bud. I am, bro. I'm fucking very lucky. I don't take it for granted. 18 in the chat. That's a record for me. Yeah, so talking is the best therapy. Yeah, sometimes. Yep. You bought, yeah. That was my biggest decline from bringing them home.
There's a phone call for you, Dad.
I love you. 10-4, Big Daddy.
What you doing out of the kitchen?
Fuck, I love you, girl. Good evening, chat. G'day, Steve. How you going, bro? 18 in the building. Good to see the channel growing, Chris. Yeah, Jordan, I picked up like 13 subs today, so it feels really good, you know? It feels really good. I didn't expect, you know, how I would, you know, going through all this stuff. I mean, the only really people I talk to about is this with my psychiatrist and, you know, my family, close family, not even some of my, you know, my parents and that know some of this shit. Yeah. I'm no legend, Catherine. I'm no legend, bro. The legends are the ones that didn't come home. Yeah, I was just lucky enough to walk along beside a few legends. Yep. Yeah, I'm good, man. I just had a moment before. Sorry, the boys asked me what was it? If I was scared of the thing I was scared of over there. And you know what? The other thing I was scared of is failing. Scared of failing. That was my biggest fear. Yep. The violence was nothing for me, bro. I didn't give a fuck about that stuff, man. I didn't give a, it's hard to see kids. It's hard to see kids get hit, man. You know, and there's a couple of times in Crossfire where children get hit, and it turns chaotic because family members come out screaming and they're grabbing their kids and they're rocking backwards and forwards with their it gets fucking insane. So it's hard to see other fathers there have to go through that, man. You know, walking up to our gate, come and save my daughter when she's been dead for half an hour. It's that stuff. It's hard, but it doesn't really bother me that much, man, because I don't know, I was prepared for it, I suppose, you know. I did a lot of desensitization in the army to violence, you know. You know, like when I was in infantry, we were always watching, you know, videos of people getting shot at different distances with different weapons. You get watching people die of nerve agents. I'm watching videos on how to garrote properly, how to garrote somebody, you know. Watching videos, you know, like if you want to fucking kill somebody quickly and silently, you think when people come to put a knife to your throat, they go this way. It's not the case. What you do is you put the knife in here and you push forward. And what that does is it pulls a voice box out, so now they're silent and they just fucking drop and bleed out. So you never come this way. You put it in the neck and you push the knife forward. So you're watching this on big screens and you're learning how to do it, you know. And then you go and practice it. And then we watch people bayonet fighting and how they fight with bayonets. And then we go and fucking practice that, you know. So you sort of fucking... I don't know. I didn't really care about the violence, mate. I'm going to war, you know. I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna see that shit. It's just part of the deal. Yep. Random question, but did you go through violence or fighting as a kid? I didn't, mate. My mum and dad were hardcore Christians. My dad was in the army. I'm an army brat. He did 27 years as a spook. Spying on other armies through exploitation of communications. And he was a hardcore Christian. Church twice on Sundays, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Then we'd be there for the 7 till 9 o'clock. We had house meetings where the church would meet in our suburbs, and my dad would host them. And then on Friday night, I had Christian youth group. My mum and dad were fucking extremely loving. I was a very lucky kid. They put me in a private school, but I fucked up and I wanted to go to a public school. And my dad is a martial artist. He's an 8th dan in Waichiru, which is a karate from Okinawa. And I was a black belt in Waichiru by the time I was 16. So I was a dedicated Christian boy, loved, nurtured, fit, doing karate 3 times a week, doing church groups, playing rugby league for my high school team. I didn't see much violence. I mean, I was protected from it. It's when I joined the army, mate. You got to look at yourself in the mirror when you start getting confronted with these things. Are you prepared to do this? Are you prepared to do this? Saying it's one thing, man, and then going through and doing it, it's another. But people find that out on the way, and how the fuck can you know until you do it? If you listen to some of my videos, some of the training I went through as basic training, man, toughened me. You know, some of the shit the torture that I put myself through, the war within myself that other soldiers are going through too, it hardens to you all that stuff, man. You know, it hardens you to all that stuff. Random question, did you get through violence? No, I didn't, bro. I had no violence. What's that, bro? But there is so many vets suffering, bro. There's platforms where people can chill and share some stories or talk about PTSD and depression. It can be therapeutic. They're a good community on YouTube. Yeah, man, I can see that. It's funny. It's like the PTSD. I've always battled that myself because I don't have trauma from the things I've seen or did, right? I don't know if I want to get into it. It might make me fucking emotional again. Ozzy! G'day. Oh, how long does it take for a rocket to travel 5Ks, mate? 37 seconds. Yep, you can hear it. And then it just gets louder and louder and louder, and then it's just fucking lightning when it lands, man. And 107 millimeter rocket, 107 millimeters is the girth, and the rocket coming at me is probably 1.5 meters to 2 meters long, right? And it's a warhead at the front, and it's built to shrapnel, and they come in at a low trajectory, and they're trying to hit and then spray this shrapnel, because as the rocket hits the ground, it also excavates the dirt and gravel, and that comes at you at a great rate of knots too, you know, and shatters you. You see in a lot of the photos I'm wearing those black big sunnies because they're not bulletproof, but like shrapnel proof and stuff. You know, like you can take shrapnel and rocks coming at you at 300 feet per second to the face, you know, and they'll protect your eyes. And so many times guys, mate, when they got hit, take their faces bleeding everywhere, and they take the sunnies off, and it's just perfectly good, you know, like, yeah, so, so those rockets, yeah, they're just rockets. There's way worse shit than that. You don't want to be getting hit with a fucking high caliber machine gun. That's fucking pretty hardcore. When anything bigger than 7.62, if you got 50 cal coming at you, holy fuck. I think Jordan was talking about 50 cal today, and he's saying, like, you know, it'd be pretty hardcore to get hit with one of them. I said, I seen a Taliban get hit about 700 to 800 meters with a 3-round burst of 50 cal. Man, he burst like a fucking water balloon, pink mist, pretty much a pair of boots, and that was it, you know. It was like pink mist, we call it. It's just, there he is, and disappeared. Good way to go, really. You wouldn't even fucking feel it. I agree, bro. You're definitely a legend. I'm not a legend. I'm not a legend. Hey, Chris, how are you going, mate? How's your heart? How did you get a stint? Tell me. Are you good? Are you with your family? Am I behind here? Fuck. Chris, bro, how you doing? Are you still religious? Am I still religious? That's a good question. Mate, in Afghan and Iraq, I fucking looked up at and cursed God, mate. Fuck, there's no God. I'm looking around going, there's no fucking God. There's people putting suicide vests on kids. There's people, you know, trying to, you know, firing at us and then running into mosques and fucking in. But then I thought maybe, you know, war zones is maybe where the devil manifests himself. I don't know, you know. But no, I'm not religious, bro. But, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not religious, but I just want to be a good person, you know. I just want to be good. It's easy to be fucking piece of shit, you know. I just want to be a good dude. I want to be a role model for my fucking kid. Well, my son's 21 now, and my daughter's 24. But I just want to be there, you know. I just want to be a solid dude for my friends and my family, you know. I mean, me chasing my fucking glory, or whatever you want to call it, around the world was at expense of my family, you know. I'm leaving these guys for long periods of time, mate. Mel by herself, living, shopping, paying the bills, fucking getting the kids to school, every fucking day by herself, mate. Doing everything. While I'm fucking overseas, running around like a maniac. You know, if you do get the chance, go to my community, please. And Mel wrote me 2 poems while I was over there. And they mean a lot to me. If you go and read those poems, they might touch you too. Fuck, how far behind am I still religious? I think I answered that. Good, bro, thanks. G'day, Jordan. Chris is Brown, what's good, bro? Spot on, Jordan. I thank Chris for last night. It's really helped me not feel... Yeah, that's awesome, Catherine. I read that post. I showed Mel, man, and that's what it's all fucking about. If I can help someone positively like that, I know what that's like for you, that peace you had. I know what that's like, and it means a lot that I can help you come for that too, you know. We lean on each other a bit. That's what we're going to have to do. I'm realising this now, you know. It's fucking good. Hey, Jordan. Hey, all. Hi, Ozzy. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Good, thanks, Pargs. Not talking too much tonight, guys, but been listening. Much love. Chris and Mel. Thanks, Chris. Deadeye, did you have any weapons you preferred over others during your time service? Mate, the Ostire. Fuck, I love that weapon. Love it. The Ostire Mark II with a Picatinny rail and the Mark 203 on the bottom. I've fired M4s, M16s, SA80s. I've used a SAW, Mag 58, M60. Mate, the Ostire is an extension to me because I carried that motherfucker for 22 years, bro. I knew that weapon inside out and backwards, mate. It was an extension of my fucking arm. My rifle, my Steyr, and it's a fucking weapon, bro. I mean, we fire 5.56 NATO F1 ball, but it's a tumbler round. It's a different round. With our Steyr rounds, when they come in and hit, what they're made to do is it'll hit a bone and then it'll tumble across your chest, hit another bone, and then rip out through your guts. Or it might hit you in the collarbone, rip through your throat, and then shoot out through your elbow. And nearly everybody that's been shot with Steyr rounds don't survive. It's a fucking prick of it. And I can employ that thing, man. Mate, I've worked with that thing in the jungle. I've lived with it in the dirt. I've lived on Navy ships doing, for 2 weeks straight, just doing beach assaults every day, transferring from Navy ship out in the middle of the ocean, walking on these planks that if you fall off, you're going to drop 150 feet straight to the ocean floor because I've got 50 fucking kilos on with a gun. And I'm walking across this plank to get into another boat, and if I fall right or left, it's straight to the bottom of the ocean. And then we get on these landing craft, and then we just fucking practice some beach assaults under fire, bang, bang, every day for 2 weeks. So it's just an extension of my body. It was like an appendage. It was, and with the Steyr, underneath the trigger, we have the single shot lockout button, right? If you have the lockout button down, you can just do semi-auto. And if you push that lockout button up, bang, fully auto. So if one of my guns go down, I can just pop that up and I can turn the Steyr for while I'm figuring out what's wrong with the machine gun into a gun. So it's a versatile weapon, man. You know, other people will say they love the M4, other people will say other stuff, but... And my sidearm was a 9mm Browning, a high-power Browning. That was my sidearm. I think I've got a video of you see me, if you look at my community or shorts, I've got a video of me fucking shooting a pistol. I think I'm fucking around on the range shooting a pistol. So yeah, I prefer the Steyr every day of the week. So glad you're in the chat, Chris. Yeah, my headache finally stopped, Catherine. Thank fuck, Aussie. It's good. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, wait for Monday. And okay, and probably a stint. Okay, Chris. It's fucked that Trump got found guilty on all charges. It shook the shit up and did a speech after court. There's a gag order on him, and I made. What Joe Biden done by controlling the Department of Justice over there against a political opponent is the absolute definition of fucking tyranny. And the 4 founding fathers that wrote the Constitution to the American Republic and the Second Amendment, right? The US citizens have arms to stop a tyrannical government. If I was there, I would be going, let's get our guns, go to Capitol Hill and sack this motherfucker. Because what he's done to Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, he's just a political opponent. He used the justice system to gag him, shut him down, change the laws, that's fucking tyranny in my eyes, bro. Yeah, that's not good for the country. You can get the fuck out. 2 more sleeps. We got you, but yep. Thanks, Catherine. All you guys are awesome. Hey, yeah. Have you fired an RPG? I haven't fired an RPG. I haven't fired an RPG. Carried and found a few, and but no, never fired one. I never really had the want to because they're a piece of shit. They're fucking not a cool weapon, bro. I don't want to be caught with an RPG because you're exposed. The chances of you hitting the target are 50-50 at best. Yeah, fuck RPGs, mate. I fought 84 Carl Gustaf, which is a shoulder weapon, 84mm round, so it's way bigger than an RPG. And it has a tube so you can do it, and you have a second man that slams around in, you pop it up, and it's a shoulder fire weapon for taking out small, light skin vehicles, maybe APCs, armoured personnel carriers. And I fired the 66mm Straw. That's a weapon that you snap out and you throw it on your shoulder, and it's got a 66mm rocket that can fire out to 300 metres to take out a section or a gun pit or whatever. So I fired all that stuff. I always wanted to fire a javelin. I really want to fire a javelin. I never got the opportunity to fire a javelin. So they're unbelievable. They're set and forget. All you got to do with a javelin, you see a tank, right? You see a Bushmaster out to 6 kilometres, I believe, 5 kilometres. It gets a heat signature, you go bang, pack up and run. This thing has a GPS unit and it's fucking measured it through infrared where the target is, and through satellite systems knows now exactly how to penetrate the center of that target, and with the javelin it goes straight up. And then it comes down, whoomp, on the top of the target where the vulnerability of armor for most vehicles is the top, and just destroys whatever it hits. Javelins are fucking scary, they're scary. Have I missed anything, bro? Sorry, Chris, got to go. My NBN is playing up and I'm running a 4G back and it's glitching hard, and I'm more than 1.5 minutes behind you and it's driving me crazy. Oh, true. Sorry, bro. You know what I did? I fucked Australian internet. Fuck it. It was driving me nuts, bro. So I got that Elon Musk Starlink. I bought his package, got his dish and his fucking router. Whew, it's the best internet, man. It's so fast. It's like I'm getting over 250 meg or 300 meg, yeah. It's fast as fuck, reliable. I've had it for a good 9 months now and it hasn't dropped once. And the beauty of the antenna, it's always getting better and better and better. So it's always self-tuning, making your connection better and better. If you can afford Elon Musk's, I think it's about $700 for the hardware. And it's easy to set up. You just put the dish out, face it south, throw your router in the house. And if you just want unlimited everything, it's $135 a month. So I've got that, and it's the fucking best. It's the best internet. And plus, I'm in the bush, so that sucks, Woodsy. Yeah, 100% Tinnery. That's right, drop. See, Woodsy, take it easy, Woodsy. You will jack. Nah, they look fucking scary to fire. What looks scary to fire, Jack? Is the EF88 better than the F88? EF88. I don't know if I'm familiar with the EF88, Jordan. I'm familiar. The F88 is what we use, and then the F89 is the 5.56 machine gun that we use, or what the Americans call a SAW. EF88. I might know it as something else, maybe. Would you take care? Yeah, bro. What is a javelin? I told you javelin. Did you get that, Jack? Jack, a missile. True. I've seen those javelins on Call of Duty before. Yeah, mate. Call of Duty is just mimicking what really happens. I'm no good with guns. I dropped thousands of dollars with that. Had all just been sighted. We said it was one of the kids, and they copped it. I'm not a weapon. I'm not a gun nut or anything, though. I'm not, I get out here and, a lot of guys out here have guns and they all want to, oh, mate, let's go out shooting, and I'm like, well, I don't want to go out in the bush and shoot at targets, bro. I've shot fucking guns, every type of gun all my fucking life, man. So sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to go out and fucking shoot at tin cans in the bush, man. Couldn't give a fuck. And I don't want to go out and just kill animals, So, I've just got something for defense for my family, if anyone wants to come on my property, mate, it's a fucking wrong move. RPG, you look fucking scary to fire. Mate, what with RPGs is they have a dangerous backblast, right? So to fire something like that, a rocket, so there's an equilibrium on your shoulder. You don't get that massive punch like a shotgun or like a gun. So to fire that rocket at a great rate of knots, there's a great rate of knots coming out the back, out to about 18 meters. And what the Smufties or the Tallies and those people that fire RPGs, they never fucking look behind them as they fire, and they take out their mates all the fucking time. So that's the scary part, is that when I'm firing anything like that, it's like we do BBDA clear, that's the danger black blast area. BBDA clear, 66 fire an hour, poof, so we do all these checks before we do that, but those dumb fucks don't, mate, and take out their own mates. It's funny to watch. The EF88 has replaced the F. When was that? Maybe I was just lazy, and maybe it's what I call the Mark II. It's probably that, with the Picatinny rail and the M2A3. So I might call it the F88 Mark II. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My son should be a marksman. He's not in the gun club because he's outshot all the adults on fun day at the gun club. Yeah, good on him, mate. With shooting, there's so many things that come into, when you're a professional shooter, there's so many things, all the way down to you should be naturally pointing at the target so you're not muscling the weapon on, so you want it naturally pointing. You want to have your breathing control down, so you want to breathe in, breathe out. And as you're doing that, if you notice, if you've ever shot a gun and you bet the fire and through the sight, you start getting that shake where you're trying to, what you're doing is you're muscling the weapon. So what you want to do is, once you're naturally pointing at the target, you want to get into a breathing rhythm. So what you do is you take away that shake by using your breathing rhythm, and you bring the barrel up and down through the center of the target, right? And then as you come up for your next breath, you pause, you perfect, squeeze 2-3, release the trigger, maintain your breathing. Okay, so you got so if you pull the trigger like this, that's called snatching. Every time you snatch, you pull the barrel off, right? And if you're firing at someone at 150 meters, right, and you're off 10 centimeters here, it's like a meter at the other end. And for that barrel to get pulled, is you're snatching the trigger, you're pulling the barrel like this, right? So you want to squeeze it just by look what happens if I just pull my finger back. It naturally pulls the trigger back, right? So you're just squeezing the trigger. Look at me going to a whole weapon lesson. Around 200. Okay, well I left in 2017, January 2017. So, and I haven't really fucking looked at what's going on, with the systems there. I've got a few mates that are still in that just keep me, like what the politics and what the direction of the army is now that they're not deploying to war zones or anymore. It's sort of like a peacetime army again. So yeah, I might have missed that, mate. With an accent, I was trying to retract my comment and hear all good. I just use my phone Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone, and 100 gigabyte is $50 a month, and it lasts a month watching YouTube. Not bad value. Yeah, that's fucking sick. And if you're in the city, it's like 5G or 4G, which is fucking very good. Did I miss anyone's questions or anything, guys? Because I've fucking gone off, getting carried away with how do you fire a weapon. And then you practice from different positions. You practice from laying in the ground. You practice from standing and pitch. You practice from kneeling. I practice sitting. I practice lying, falling backwards. And you just do. It's just drilling. It's just drill, 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 drill. And that's how you fucking become excellent. Not excellent, but you become very good. What's the best story you have on Smiley? Yeah, Smiley's a good dude, bro. He's a good dude. That guy did a few different missions in Afghan but he was doing something completely that I want to talk about. But yeah, he was doing other jobs. Smiley, me and him sort of went through through basic training, and when I decided to do some other shit in 2001, and that's where we met. And then we went our separate ways from our basic training. I went to Brisbane and he went to Darwin. And then I went all over the fucking place. I went to Perth and Wagga and Melbourne, and he came back to Sydney and went with a select unit to do certain types of jobs, and pretty much went from corporal to sergeant within that environment, whereas I was all over the fucking place. I wanted to go and do shit with special forces. Then I was up in the Pilbara fucking chasing, fucking drug runners and fucking people smuggling fucking women in for prostitution, mate. I was chasing those motherfuckers in the Dampier Archipelago. And then I had the opportunity to go over to Bougainville because all the Bougainvillians are killing the fucking miners over there because Papua New Guinea's taking all the mining money out, and the Bougainville and the islands getting rorted from copper and gold, and they've had enough, so they just started killing the miners. So we had to go over there and fucking sort those dudes out. And when that Herc door came down, that was the first time I left Australia, right? First time I've ever left Australia. It's 2001. I'm in the Herc, and from Townsville to Bougainville, it's a 7-hour flight in the Herc in C-130, right? And they don't pressurise. It's not like a normal plane, right? There's it's just raw. So you have double hearing protection on because it's so fucking loud. It's like putting your head in a V8 engine constantly. And there's no pressurisation. So as you go up into the atmosphere, the air gets thin and fucking freezing cold. It's freezing cold. So they travel at about 14,000 feet, I think, because we don't have oxygen. And it's a 7-hour flight like that into Bougainville, and we landed on an airstrip that was built in World War II, and the back of the Herc came down, right? And as that ramp come down, we're all anticipating what the fuck, what is this? And I just see like about 2,000 hardcore black fucking, I'm not racist at all, but they were like, next level, this village is punching on with 2 villages down, and it's literally like, smashing out, taking the women to rape so they can produce children here, and very raw, like living in huts. It was that's why I seen children die with 2 and 3 year old kids dying of choking on fucking blood, coughing up blood, tuberculosis, going, what the fuck? And at the time, my daughter was 2. So every time I'm seeing these kids, I'm seeing my daughter. So, and as that thing came down, there's about 2,000 black people come out of the fucking jungle, man, with machetes. And I was like, holy fuck, and there's only like 7 of us. But they're just spitting out, the plane, and they're like, what the fuck, Yeah, but that was intimidating, man. Getting onto the vehicle and watching these guys slowly walk towards us. Dude, I thought I was going to get cut to fucking pieces, man. But it was just me overreacting. It was okay. We got, and that deployment was pretty cool. Not much happened on that. We were there to stop the violence, We'd get all the warlords in. And then they'd bring their, their number 2s in, or their witch doctors, and we'd bring them all in, and we'd try and teach them how to communicate and debate and get their points of view across without just fucking just going to war and chopping each other up. And so that was cool. And I was a digger doing that stuff. Let's just do it, Ab and Smiley. If there's anything for pro dirt bike riders in the army. No, they don't have like a dirt bike riding league, but what you can do, if you're like a professional, what's something that, might not be in the army, say hockey. They probably have a hockey team, but just say you're a professional hockey player, right? You can submit paperwork saying, hey, I'm in this A-grade league over here, or in the case I'm a motocross, and I'm in the professional league. The army will give you time off to go and train, and if it's fair income, give you time to train and participate in some of those events. So don't stress, brother. All my mates are Aboriginal or black. Racism isn't calling one black or one white, right? It's your intent how you say something. So all good, brother. 2,000 blacks would be, and they're not like the Bougainvilleans, man. They have like this, and like I said, I'm not racist at all. I love no, I'm not. I've had fucking black soldiers. I didn't give a fuck about race. But they had a purple streak that run down from their neck, down their spine, down to their back, that dark purple. Oh man, they were solid, just fucking nuggety. And they all wear, like there's dudes because they get the coconuts with their feet and they fucking chop them with their machetes. And some of the dudes have missed and chopped off 2 of their toes, but they've never seen medical help, and they've just wrapped banana leaves around it for 2 years, and they're fucking limping on this fucking gangrene manky stump, and it's just, they're just next level, bro. And they drink this shit called jungle juice, right? They get pineapple and they put them into these like big Ziploc bags they make, like big plastic bags, and they put fermented pineapple into it, and they throw like a bag of sugar, I don't know exactly, a bag of yeast. They shake this shit up and they throw it up on top of the fucking jungle canopy for a month, and they'll climb up there, grab this shit down, strain it through, man, and they put this into their cups and drink this shit. And it's that good. They run their vehicles on it. They call it JJ, jungle juice. Oh, and they eat that beetle nut shit that gets them like, I think it's like an upper, and and all their mouths. Have you seen them on beetle nut? And they're just fucking red. It looks like they're Dracula. They've been sucking blood, and they spit this shit. It looks like they spit blood everywhere, but it's this beetle nut. So they get in the beetle nut, and they get the jungle juice. Oh, bro, and it's fucking on, because there's no jobs there for the young men fighting age 15 to 29. It's testosterone, and they throw the jungle juice in it, and because we're trying to build them a really good hospital there. We're trying to, show, look, we're going to give you a power plant so you can all have free power. We're going to build this hospital but these villagers went down and burned the hospital down when it was just about to be finished. So the witch doctor went up to those guys that burned it down and shot them all in the guts and said, how are you going to get that fixed? And they just sat there and watched them die every couple of days. It was pretty insane, actually. What's that? Are you a pro dirt bike rider? Jay Green, I was about to say that I'm an Aboriginal town and we say black or white all the time. Pugs, nah, my son's pretty gifted rider. Awesome. I love riding dirt bikes. I've got a couple of dirt bikes. Very true, Captain. I think the average Aussie seeing 2,000 black men with machetes in one place at one time would be very foreign. It was intimidating. It was fucking intimidating, because even if we're about to get into it, between the 7 and 've already worked it out, we don't have enough rounds. Cool. Okay, I googled it. E just means enhanced. EF. Okay. And then enhanced. Okay. So it might have been what I just called the Mark II. What happens to an Aussie digger if they were to test any jungle juice or poppy plants or delve into any of that sort of stuff while deployed? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. No way, mate. I need everyone switched on. I can't afford to have. I need your best. I need your best head every day. You're gonna get mine. I need yours. You know. I don't want you to be slow. I don't want you to be fucking medicated. I want you to be fucking. I'd love one. I'd love one, Mel. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, in Bougainville, fucking beautiful purple buds just grow. 'Cause the tropical environment, they grow weed there and they smoke it. It's just nothing. They're just chopping that shit up. We had kids coming up with big purple heads asking if they could swap it for cans of Coke. And I was like, holy shit, look at this stuff, you know? People back home would be, you know? Okay, so a 4RER guy, it's SOTG guy in TK, he must have been having a hard time operating over there. They were meant to go out on a mission. One of the guys was missing. Where the fuck is he? He's meant to be here at the chopper. They went to his room. He had a needle in his arm and he'd overdosed, I think, on some sort of Afghan heroin. And that scared scared the community. So everybody that was Australian in the war zone then got piss tested immediately, you know, to make sure that wasn't a trend. Nah, mate, nah. Like, I don't mind when you get back, you know, doing party drugs on Friday night, getting on a bit of this or a bit of that, or whatever you like to do for just a bit of fun and have a drink and, you know, run a mark, maybe have a night at the casino and stay up all night. Yeah, all for it. I don't give a fuck, you know. You know, once you get home and it's Saturday night and you want to have a few billies with your missus because that's what you like to do, fucking all to you. I mean, that's what I'd like to do that now. It's better for me than drinking, so... But in a war zone, in a training environment, even there when we're training, you want to be sober. You want to be rehearsed in that sober head. You know what I mean? You want to, like when I look at the Ukraine and Russia war and I see the Russian soldiers drinking vodka, bro. With my military mind and the leadership that I have, my tactical and strategy, the way I look at the world, I'm doing night missions. I'm doing night missions starting at 2000 and I'm coming in when those Russians are drunk, bro, and they're going to wonder what the fuck hit them because I've got the upper hand now. They've got alcohol, bro. I just have to sit and wait for these cunts to go like that. I'm coming. Jay, I've had friends too scared to get out of the car in my town. Yeah. Like I said, I went through Wilcannia with my family about 9 o'clock at night. I was looking to pull up. I was driving from fucking Brisbane to Adelaide. I pulled up in Wilcannia. And as I'm slowing down through the centre of town, I'm doing my valuation, and I'm like, and they want to stop. I'm like, no, we're fucking not stopping here. No fucking way. I'm going to have to fucking run a picket out in the car park so our fucking car doesn't get... I could just tell. Like I said, I've served with Aboriginals, man. I've some of them showed me some tracking skills and stuff. I used to be best mates with a guy called Camo. But I've been robbed by him when I was a young soldier in Townsville. I was an ATM machine at the main street, mate. And just as I withdrew my pay as my $900, fucking bang. I just remember my head bouncing off the fucking machine. And then getting kicked in the head, falling back as these two black fellas grabbed my money, mate, and bolted. So I was like, fuck. But that was my own fault, bro, for not checking my six before taking some coin out, you know? And then one night I had a gut full of piss and I literally had no cash left. I had like $4 and I was ringing Mel to pick me up and I was in the phone box. And this motherfucker jammed the jaw into my head and dropped me down and kicked me out. Went through my pockets, took my $2 coin.
Pussy.
And then smashed, and then I'm like laying in the gutter bleeding out, fucking busted cheek, and Bell rocks up going, what the fuck? I said, fucking robbed me and fucking smashed the door into my head. You know, so, but even then, I still, you know, whatever, man, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I just don't like it when they say, you know, Australia Day is Invasion Day and all that crap. I just wish we'd just all be one. We're just all one. What's that, Jay? I've had friends get. Does it happen? Like, do the younger guys fall into temptation? What, whilst we're serving in that? I mean, you know, like, we've done some stuff we're not meant to do as soldiers. You know, we've had a bit of, a bit of an upper there and a bit of this. You know, because we're going to have a good night at the casino and we want to fucking, so soldiers aren't perfect. You know, when we're back and we're on holiday and we're together partying. I think because of the environment we're brought up in, mate, we can easily cut it away. So nobody gets hooked on anything, you know what I mean? And because we're so tight, you can see the change in somebody immediately and we just address it. It's not like out there. Straight away, if I see one of my mates, I'm like, fucking get here, cunt. What the fuck's going on, bro? Is it your missus? Is it the kids? What's going on? And we find out straight away. And if you had a drug problem, man, we'd fucking make you sort it out.
I have a question.
What's that, baby girl?
Did they make my ass look fat?
Did those toes make your ass look fat? See, man, she always keeps me laughing. I love her. The Wilcannia fellas are here all the time. I didn't even know, Catherine. I just drove down and I've just been around long enough and I just thought, look, I'm not fighting these guys tonight. We're going to the next town. That really pisses me off, them people protesting about Australia Day, so disrespectful. I think so too, man. I mean, it's not like we're celebrating colonisation, you know, we take over the First Nations people. I like to think of it as a day where First Nations people, people that have migrated here, you know, the right way, and people like us that were just born here because we're just born here, we should all come together and enjoy the day, you know, under the flag. I mean, the Aboriginals can have their flag and the Torres Strait Islanders have their flag side by side with the Australian flag. I don't have a drama with that. At the end of the day, though, I'm fighting for the Australian flag. I'm wearing that flag. That's my flag. I respect the Aboriginal flag for what it is and their culture, but it's not my flag. The Australian flag is what everybody comes under. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. It really pisses me off, yeah. Fucking lefties. Bro, what gets me this gender shit? What's going on? Is this next generation fucked it? Like, I see these young men, you know, 19, 20, 21, and it fucking scares me. I'm like, these guys are fucking, you know, like, simping to genders. What do you mean there's all these genders? You're either male or female. There's a million different personalities. You're a female, but you might feel this way, or you might, you know, your personality does that. I don't understand how your gender can be a cat or whatever, you're non-binary and what? No. Fucking hell, what happened? Sorry if that offends anyone too, but, you know, whatever. We've all got our own opinions and I respect yours. The primary school won't play our national anthem here. What the fuck? Not that I really agree with it, the national anthem, but come on. See, that's not right. That's not... Did you say the primary school? That's not the school's fucking... They can't call that shot, mate, because that's sending to these young kids a different message, mate. A negative message. It's bullshit. You know? It's not the bestest of national anthems, but it's ours, isn't it? It's weird, Girt by Sea and that, but fuck. I always thought, you know, we are one, but we are many. I thought that was a pretty cool fucking tune, I don't know. I haven't served, but both a lot of my family did pop was in Vietnam and great-grandfather in World War II. Much respect. World War II, that's hard. Vietnam, even, you know, Vietnam vets, man. You know, I think they're one of the only, generations that went to war and came back and were so disrespected by the public I couldn't even understand. So I feel for those guys, man. Whenever I see a Vietnam veteran, man, I'm fucking... So, yeah, your dad's a Vietnam veteran. Fuck yeah, man. I love that. I'm 100 metres down the road from it. I can't stop myself from complaining. In Victoria now, your child can notify their teacher that they want a sex change and the teacher can sign medical documents to have their body permanently changed. What? In Australia?
I'd fucking shoot him.
Bro. If someone did that to my kid, man, I'm not even going to say that's fucking disgusting. That is so disgusting. that should be someone that's a fully developed body making those types of decisions. That after the age of 21, even older, the male brain's still fucking growing and bending at 18 and 19. This is crazy shit. Australians still use the 303s in World War II, I'm sure. Fuck yeah, bro. It's a good gap. Good gap. Sunburnt left ear, bro. That's why they had their fucking hats up, so when they're using the 303, they won't knock their slouch hats up, bro. They all end up with a sunburnt left ear. Love it. Yeah, it's messed up putting kids on hormone. Yeah, mate, you don't want to fuck with any part of their growth. Any part of it. And hormones aren't reversible. Like, I can't even believe. I think it's malpractice for any type of medical physician to even consider that. I think, well, what the fuck do I know, man? I'm just Chris Gooding in where I live.
You're a parent.
I'm a parent, but yeah. I feel sorry for parents. You know, my kids were right on that verge of the iPhone 4 when they were 12, so it was fucked, but I feel sorry for parents now. It's so hard to have to navigate all that. Oh, my Lord. I feel for anyone that's got young kids. I know a lot of you guys do. Yeah, it's messed up. But, yeah, if it was like that when I was a kid, I'd be a boy now. Right. Right, Catherine, see? And obviously you're good in your skin, Yeah, bro, under Dan Andrews' government, anyone's free to research. It's unfortunately Dan Andrews. I'd visit that dude, bro. He's that premier, that fucking wetback. Doesn't have a fucking spine, that guy. Boys had to cut their mullets off last year. Why? A mullet, mate. That's... Every young fella has a mullet. Fuck, it was not long. I just cut my mullet off, like, what's wrong with mullets? Just bogan, bro. We're all bogans. It's whether you're a household bogan or a fucking middle-class bogan or a rich bogan. We're all fucking bogans, bro. I'm the biggest bogan. I love V8s, bikes, dirt bikes. I love all that shit, bro. I love burnouts. I fucking love it all. They're teaching the first class kids that it's okay to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. What? What? What, in year 1? Bro, I remember coming home because the girls in year 7 asked me if I was a virgin. And I said yes, and they laughed. And they said, are you a virgin? And then I said no, and they laughed. And I went home and said, Mum, what's a virgin? I was in year 7. Like, plus I was a Christian boy. I was a good Christian boy. So, even year 9 and 10, man, I too busy wanting to do karate and play footy and fucking, And then I met Mel when I was 19, and I'm 47, so I was just, so that's crazy talk to me. Hey, what about the siege that happened in Queensland when the coppers were killed? And they shot the neighbour. I can't think of the place that happened. I can't think of the place too. That was a school principal that had extreme ideas, right? Dude, he's a lunatic. Yeah, see, it's unfortunate when the police have to deal with situations like that, mate, and they get hurt like that, mate, It's wish they could understand that and then send a military section there, man, and just fucking deal with that, bro, I don't know his ideas and his thoughts, but, I mean, if you're sieging up at home and you're shooting neighbours and police, what the fuck's going on there? I mean, I don't love police. I don't hate police. Whatever. I don't trust. I never trust a copper, but whatever. They got to do a job right. The siege. Over 70% of the children in America who've had permanent changes to their bodies have all filed lawsuits against a medical practitioner who carried out. And unfortunately, money. It isn't. Fuck the money. Fuck the money. There's so many ways to make money, mate. You don't want to fuck with the kids' heads. As we all know, life's fucking hard enough as it is. Let alone imagine, see, I know a lot of you guys have probably had trauma throughout your childhood and that, to maybe have the lives that you've had, I can't even understand what some of you guys have gone through and girls have gone through, but yeah, fuck, man. What's that? Yeah, that's one. Praise Satan and shit crazy, hey. Yeah, they don't need that shit. On that happened in Wanneroo, just near where I live. Oh, that. Okay, right. I watched the helicopters coming over the top. Yeah. What really pissed me off, if you guys remember the Lint Cafe siege, oh my mate, we were doing our heads in. I think now when there's anything to do with terrorist activity in any of the cities now, the tactical police aren't going to take it over. I think it's military now because the cops fucked that royally. They've never been in that situational practice for it. They were hesitant. That wasn't a job for police. That was a job for the right guys to come and fucking sort that out really quickly. He had a fucking shotgun. He can only fire 2 rounds and he's got to reload. Like, and he's not even thinking. His rounds are in the bag. So he's going to be fumbling through a bag, fucking trying, like, and the sniper is looking at him through a window going, I've got the shot, I've got the shot, I've got the shot, I've got the shot. And they go, nah, hold. Until they rushed him, which made him fire, bang, killed the manager. And then the police in there hectic because they don't know how to fucking come into a situation and take out a target like that. In the crossfire, they killed one of the pregnant chicks or something in their what do they call it? What did they fucking call it? They called it what do we call it? When the rounds weren't meant for them, it was like an accidental, ricochets. That's it, ricochets. What do you mean, fucking ricochets? Nuh-uh. You guys then panicked and just started shooting at that guy, not even knowing. Nobody. If that was us, it would have been over in 20 minutes. Once we got that shot, he would have been fucking dead, mate. Just go and grab the body. Yeah, it pisses us off, man. That was, the fucking Link Cafe, bro. What a wetback, like that would have been rounded up in 20 minutes, mate. The police had no fucking idea what they were doing. Not a job for them. Or if it is, then they need to go to the military and fucking learn how to do it. Learn how to stop buildings and shit. Yeah, I remember the Link, yeah. Link Cafe was a joke on our government's part when Hunt made. And they got special, they got special forces guys, dude. It would have taken 2 guys, mate. 2 guys. Just to come in opposite doors. Hesitate. By the time he knows what's going on, mate, his fucking head has an exploded watermelon. Yeah, but then they run and killed that guy on Bondi in front of the civilians that will be scared for life. What's that, sorry? Oh, that dude that was running around stabbing people. Sometimes I wish I was, I want to be in a situation like that, man. I'm going to fucking run straight at that cunt with his knife, bro. Yeah, but the sniper resigned after the siege. He broke down on the current affairs, saying he has nightmares every night that he didn't just take the shot. And fucking right. And deal with the consequences later. He was dirty as. I know, man, but he's a fucking sniper, mate. He's a sniper. That's his job. Fucking snipe. Fucking snipe cunt. And then you go down when that cunt's dead and everybody's okay and you sit down in your commanders and justify your fucking decisions. Sorry, that's me just getting crazy. You're a fucking sniper, fucking snipe. But yeah, I feel sorry for the lad, because he's not in that high pressure situation. And he's got dudes that don't know what they're doing. Stop, nah, you sure you got a headshot? Let's just see if we can talk him out. Fuck out of here. Sorry for being brass with it. I feel sorry for the guy, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. He needed to be stopped, but you got a stab-proof vest. What's that? Like, don't get me wrong. He needed to be stopped, but you got a stab-proof vest. What do you mean, bro?
Who had a stab-proof vest?
Who had a stab-proof vest? I've worn stab-proof vests. I've worn and flat jackets and fucking heavy plates, mate, to stop fucking 7.62 of my vital organs. At Bondi, is that Bondi The Bondi Shopping Centre where he ran around and killed like 6 people or stabbed up 6 people or something, man. I think I remember Pato going live and talking about it. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to talk anybody down that was there. So, ha ha ha, one job's not. I don't know, you know. Yep, that's your job. Then fucking do it. Especially if you got his nut. You've got his nut, and you're on a stable platform, and you've got I've got the target. See you later. Bondi was bad. They criticise men for being masculine, and then they say, "Where are the men?" Right? Masculine. I don't know about that masculine toxicity or what. What? I don't get caught up in any of that stuff, man. And I don't blame any man for not doing something because, you know, some guys are fucking fierce. You know, some guy coming at you with a large knife, man. I could understand the fear they would have. that knife's going to end up inside him. What's the furthest target you've hit in training or in action with a rifle? Mate, I could drop 20 rounds into a cup-sized plate at least 400 metres, bro. Easily. Yeah. I love shooting. Mate, when I go to the range, I live on the range for 2 weeks. We get the boys, we go to the range, and we live there. We live on the range for 2 weeks, and we shoot all day, and then we do all night shoots, and we shoot all day, and we do night shoots, and we're shooting from different ranges, different positions, moving, dropping, making them sit and jump up, making them drop their magazines, put magazines back on. I'm taking rounds out of the magazine so they get stoppages that they're not going to know about. Like, so yeah, man, I can hit anything. I can put 20 rounds into that at easily 350, 400 meters, bro, and anything into that. Yeah, no worries. And I'm not bragging about that. It's just I've disciplined for 22 fucking years, doing it doing a lot. That's awesome. He went on about how he was governed by federal law and essentially he could be charged with murder. However, I highly doubt given the magnitude. That's right. That's right, Jay. That's right. Okay, so you pull that trigger, you kill that guy, and you're in the magistrate court and you're looking that judge in the face. Is he going to fucking charge you with murder? And if he does, there'd be an uproar. He's a hero. I mean, but, you know, he hasn't been in an environment where he's free to do his fucking job, you know. He's a sniper, but he's not really because he's got to wait for someone to give him the you know, that doesn't work for me, man. But it's two different environments, you know, so, you know, we're dealing with guys that we just got to fucking deal with quick as we can. How quickly can you fill the clip up? My 30-round magazine? Well, straight away, I've always got 7 magazines of 30 rounds, right? So 210 rounds. And we don't usually carry any more loose rounds, bro, because I know how to use rounds, and I'm disciplined with fire, mate. When I'm in an attack, my guys aren't freely firing. I'm giving fire control orders. So I'm giving guys individual fire orders on what distances they should be shooting and what their round rate should be. I know how to conserve rounds in a firefight. I can make those 210 rounds last as I need. I know how to use the machine guns properly. I know how to suppress targets. So, to fill up my clip, and then they're loose. So I've got 30 loose rounds because we practice this shit, mate. We do it blindfolded. I practice it blindfolded. You know, probably 20 seconds, 25 seconds, man. Because you line them up with your thumb and you drill them in. But we'll sit down for a whole day and we'll do that. And we'll just tip them out on the floor. And then we'll lay on our back and do it. And then we'll tip them out on the floor and we'll lay on our side and do it. And we'll tip them on the floor and we'll put a fucking blindfold and do it. You know, this is what we do. That's what we do. That's how you got to do this shit. That's what we do. So, pretty quick, you know, but like, I don't need to fill my clip up because I'm disciplined with fire. I know how to use my round. I know how to use the sectioned rounds. You know, we're trained to do that. And not just me, that's all infantry, that's all fucking commanders, man. Some are better at it than others. Some people get lazy and don't want to train some certain things, you know, because once you become a leader, you sort of get to push what you like and don't like or what have you, you know. And some guys reckon filling up magazines and doing those type of disciplines is a waste of time, but I don't. I don't think I do. You know, when I teach my guys to strip their weapons, everyone strips that's the same. You put the barrel there, you pull the gas plug out, you put that inside of the barrel when you pull the receiver group out, you put the firing pin there and the cocking piece there. You know, when you're pulling the fucking butt group out and the trigger mech out, and every single person does it the same. And what I'll get you to do is strip your weapons, and then you'll fucking put a blindfold on, and you'll go 2 guys down, and you'll assemble their weapon. And then that way, because you get caught out, you might be cleaning your weapon in the jungle, bang, firefight, and you get snapped. The boys come over, you've been cleaning your weapon. He can't see because you can't turn a fucking light on, bro. You're not camping. He's got to put that weapon together. So I've got to prepare for those situations to get the boys, make sure they can fucking do that. So if they got to sit there all day with blindfolds on, stripping and putting their weapons together, bro, we do it. But that's what makes us better. That's what makes us better. Yeah. So, and you pride yourself in it because that's what we do. That's what we are. And you know, you as a society, as Australians, have heard of all the Anzacs and all that. So you have an expectation of your Defence Force too. I hope you do. That you could have faith in us that we're going to get the job done. You know. So there's a lot of pressure on us. We put pressure on ourselves to maintain that you know, the Anzac tradition, to maintain the Australian soldiers famous around the world. You know, for our discipline and the way we operate. You know, we'll always take the hardest path, not the easiest path. When I'm looking at a route of something, and I'm looking at where the enemy or the AO I've got to do, I'm looking for the hardest path for us to move through, and that's what we're doing. I'm going the hardest way because the enemy knows I'm not doing that, and the Yanks suffer for it. They always take the path of least resistance, and that's why they had dudes dying every day, and we didn't. How long does it take to clean a weapon? It depends on the clean. Okay, so if we've finished firing and our deployment's finished, and we're packing away and it's going back into the armory, I take it in the shower with me. So when I'm in the shower, I have my weapon in the shower, and I pull it apart in the shower, and I fucking scrub every fucking single bit of it, right? Then I give it a nice oil over all the metal components, and then I put it in the armory. So it gets a good clean with some nice light oil. And keep a little bit of carbon. If you guys have guns, don't strip your barrels clean when you're doing it. The guns like to have a little bit of carbon through it, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of carbon, and don't get them clean as. But if you're doing it in the field, we have a field strip and we have a detailed strip. So to clean your weapon, and you're doing it, my boys, every fucking morning, first thing in morning routine is you fucking one guy's shaving, one guy's cleaning the weapon, right? And then I get one of the machine guns back. I get 3 guys to pull the machine gun back. They clean that, they put it back. I get the other machine gun, bang. By 7 o'clock in the morning, all the weapons are clean, good to go. I know I can employ everything. How long does it take? Yeah, so in the field, you know, like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, you know. Because the whole time, even in the battle, you're maintaining your weapon. All right, you can see as a firer, because you've done it so much, you can tell when the rounds are starting to slow. Okay, I need to, I've got cleaning kits with oil. Okay, I just need to put a bit of oil on the cocking piece. I need to put a bit of oil on the receiver group, you know. Or it's a really, really dusty environment, so I need to keep the oil off because the dirt, the dust is starting to stick and becoming a hazard on my rifle. So, you know, and the boys have got to know to be able to employ it themselves, you know, like Afghan's very dirty, so you don't want too much oil. Whereas in Iraq, it wasn't like that. It was very dry, so you want a little bit more oil. So, and if you're in a wet environment like the jungle, you want shitloads of oil because the fucking thing will rust overnight. You'll go to bed and you wake up in the morning, there's fucking rust down your sight, and you're like, holy shit. And if I find rust on a soldier's weapon, bro, I'm fucking gonna hammer him. Would you say your ability to recover would be the most important factor when trying for direct entry? Being able to go hard day after day, back to back. Yeah, bloody oath. But I think it's more pushing yourself to the limit so you know what you're capable of. Even though your legs are wobbling, you know, you've got to keep pushing to see what your brain can do. You need to go into that extremism to see what, you know, you need to run till you're full over, and then you get a gauge, okay, fuck. You know, if I start doing this when I'm doing my, you know, those workouts, instead of going 100%, you might pull it back to 90% because you know you've got to get through the day. But you only do that by going out and fucking torturing yourself every day. But the ability to recover, for sure. But at the end of the day, I mean, as long as you got a basic level of fitness, it's your drive, really. It's your drive in your heart. Like I said, man, when your mate's depending on it, you can do amazing things. Like I said, we practice grabbing our best mates. We put them, it's called the fireman's carry. Where we lock their arm and their leg together around our throat, around our back, with my rifle so I can still fire, you know, and we'll run 2-3 kilometres doing that stuff. But it's an important factor for trying direct entry. Yeah, it is, mate, but it's hard because they want you to be putting in 100% the whole time, right? Pushing you to your max limit so they can get you at your weakness and get you to fail. But you've got to sort of look at them and show that you're giving 100%, but you need to give like 90 and hold that little bit back so that you can do that little bit extra, you know. The hardest thing you're going to feel with, Jay, is your feet. Everyone's feet fall apart, bro. It's your feet. Your feet go first, man. And once your feet are fucked, you're fucked. It's fucked. Trust me. Oh, dude, the feet problems I've had, man. The SAS show on TV. On TV, how close would that be to the real course? Not even close. not even close. There's attributes of it, little bits, like when they're doing those crazy, you know, when they'll get them up and they're running around, jumping in freezing cold water, doing push-ups, crawling around, leopard crawling. You know, that's elements of what they do, but they will do that for days, not just hours. And they get sleep every night on that course, even if it's 2 hours. On the selection course, you don't get any sleep for 5 days. They want to destroy you. They want to put you at your absolute worst to see what you have, what you are. And you'll see the guys, man, people get off that bus and there's dudes that are jacked and like, you know, look like Pato, and you're like, holy fuck, you know, I'm competing against them. Unfortunately, those guys never make it. It's the dude that's just 5'10", 75 kilos, but he just knows himself. He knows what he can do. You know, the guys that are built, they suffer because they're so used to their routines of doing their workouts, their run, their protein powder, you know, eat that, eat this, you know, which is great, but on selection, bro, and then they won't feed you. They won't feed you either, only water. And then on day 5, they'll just throw a live chicken at you. You know, and so you've got to deal with that. You've got to fucking learn how to kill it, boil it, eat it. You know, and at the same time, they're giving you a language to learn. It's not even their own language. So you learn that. And then in the middle of a navigation exercise, they'll just give you an essay, a weapon, and they'll say, strip it. You know, and then put it back together. And you're like, you know, it's so like, you know, they tried to do that. And like remember when they used to do the baby screaming, and we'll see that goes for 3 days, 3 straight days on selection. Whereas they only do it from a night maybe, you know. And having a baby screaming in your ears and high decibels for 3 days straight is a fucking war in itself. I spilled my coffee. I was watching the Battle of Long Tan documentary last week. So inspirational. Around 100 Aussies versus over 200 Viet Cong. Matt, it was Delta Company 6 RAR. I am very familiar with the Battle of Long Tan, mate. When I went through the School of Infantry, I went through the Long Tan platoon. The second week I was there, I had to research the battle and write an essay on it and get up in front of my fellow soldiers and deliver that essay. We all did it. So I'm very familiar with the Battle of Long Tan. It was Delta Company 6 RAR. Delta Company was 3 platoons, right? 11, 12, and 10 platoon. And they were in a triangle formation, okay? So you got 12 platoon here, you got 10 platoon back here, and 11 platoon back here, right? So 12 platoon are the head. The VC are coming at them like this. So the guys that were fighting the VC, what the fuck's that? Glenn. Oh, it's my cousin, right? Can you just answer that? Fuck. I haven't spoke to him for years. Can you just message him and just say I'll talk to him later. Where the fuck was I? I was watching the Battle of... Can you steal that, babe? I was watching the Battle of Long Tan. Yeah, so in the end, it was 12 platoon that was fighting the Viet Cong. And 11 platoon and 12 platoon, the troop sergeants were grabbing the ammunition off these guys and leopard crawling up and dropping the ammunition into the 12 platoon that were fighting the battle. So it was essentially those 30 blokes that were fighting the VC with support of 11 and 12. It was that bad that the platoon commander, for the first time ever, called a fire mission of mortar rounds on his location, on his lockstat. And they're like, no, we're gonna kill you guys. And they're like, we're dead anyway. You need to fucking start there. There's Charlie everywhere around us. So he was calling mortars onto his own position, right, which is intense. You know, and they fought. 23, I think, 27 died. There's only like 7 or 8 people that died that survived that. And I've met one of them, Shorty Brown. He was in the Battle of Long Tan. And like I said, when they were picking the bodies up the next day, mate, most of the guys were in firing positions. They had smiles on their face, bro. It's fucking intense, that story. I love it. What?
It's Glenn and Rick, and then together in their piece, and they're
How the fuck? That's crazy.
telling you to get on the phone.
Yeah, so, and they've actually interviewed the Viet Cong commander who actually controlled that. And he thought he'd come up against a division of Australian infantry, dug in. That gives you an idea how the velocity of those Australians fighting. And for 2 days the battle went for, and it was pissed down the whole fucking time. Pissing down.
There's 2.
The only issue with the EF style is that the barrel can't be removed. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, of course the barrel can come off, brother, yeah. Now, with the style, okay, so your cocking hand comes back and holds in, and then it has a barrel locking lug, and you turn that, and the barrel comes straight off, brother. It has to. You have to, because you've got to be able to clear. You got to be able to clear the barrel, anything inside the barrel. Yeah, so the barrel comes off. Barrel's got to come off all weapons, or fighting weapons, anyway. I don't think it would be. What's that, Aussie?
They're on video.
Yeah, well, I can't do
I
one.
can't be one.
I was watching. Tell him to fucking go on my live or some shit.
But he said to go onto his YouTube channel.
Only issue with style is the barrel. No, I don't think it would be. Shit.
He can't. He's got an out.
I figure no matter how fit I am, they still break. Yeah, that's right. They train professionals who have the perfect environment to make you break. That's right. But I'm 5'8" and weigh around 80 kilos. But I've never lost a test. Yeah, well, fucking, mate, put the work in. What I can say is, to help with the mentality of your torture, mate, if you can get a pack, throw 35 kilos in it, mate, and no music, okay, no music. Maybe get a lead pipe or a piece of pipe or piece of steel that you can get that weighs around 4 or 5 kilos. Make sure you have that. And walk 30 Ks. Just start walking. Maybe start off 15 Ks, and then 2 days, 30 Ks, and then, start doing 40-kilometre walks regularly, mate. And I've 22 years of all types of environments, bro. Walking with heavy weight is the most single hardest thing you can fucking do, I'm telling you right now, for long periods of time. With no music, you don't want no distractions. You need to get comfortable with that pain. You need to get comfortable with your hot spots turning into blisters. You need to get comfortable with your traps compressing, that you start losing feelings down the outside of your arms. You need to get comfortable with cramps. You need to be able to manage your dehydration and your sweat flow by the liquid that you put in. So whenever if I was going to walk 40 kg with 35 kilos, 8 litres of water minimum. So at 8 kilos immediately just in water, and maintain your water intake the whole time. My jiu-jitsu coach always says, you never lose, you only learn. Yeah, for sure. It's like soldiers, when we're navigating, we're never lost. We're just geographically embarrassed for a second. So whatever, I fucked something up, even when it's like mega serious, missed a major promotion or get your ass kicked by national leaders, I honestly just laugh it off. It's all, yeah, for sure, mate. That's right. It just makes you a better person for it. Don't beat yourself up. Learn. Be better. And then the best thing you can do, if you can teach someone else that thing that you learned to make them better.
5 seconds.
Fuck.
Who's a pussy now?
Oi, I'll talk to you after. I'm on a fucking live on YouTube. Yeah, so whenever that's right, Jay, it's only a loss if you don't learn. Yeah, right, that's right, Matt. I've done a little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit, but not too much. It was never really practical for me because I never get into an environment where I'm going to be on the floor wrestling, you know what I mean? I'm always going to have a gun or a knife. So I never really, I practice a lot of fighting without rounds, fighting with my weapon, using my weapon as a device to kill with, without pulling the trigger, so to speak, learning the best way to kill somebody, with weapon strikes and, watching videos from World War II and stuff of, of how guys did it when they ran out of rounds and bayonet fighting, mate, and just learning the best techniques and practicing that and getting good with it. We do unarmed combat, but we sort of, it's more Krav Maga, it's more, strikes to the throat. A lot of striking to the throat and the eyes. That's right, Jay, it's the only loss if you don't learn. You're very knowledgeable, Chris, and got a great stories. Oh, cheers, mate. I just did the same. I just did it, but fucking loved it, mate, and just immersed myself in it. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the professional. I wanted my men to look at me and go, I'm going to follow this cunt no matter what. I wanted them to know that fucking, they've got someone that knows what's going on, you know what I mean? Because I've been in their position looking up at my leaders going, I don't like the way he does that or do this, or I like the way that guy does his leadership. So I'd be looking at all the different corporals and sergeants and going, I want to be like him. I don't like that. I want to be like him, and trying to get the best of those guys and be that for my soldiers. You're very, the story with your leader letting you dehydrate was fucked up. Yeah, but I'd see it is on his behalf. What a fucking dog! I'd never do that to my soldier, but I'm glad I went through that. Because it just made me a tougher dude. It's made me a tougher dude. I just knew then, I just knew that I would go till I fucking dropped dead. And everyone else knew that too. So that was good. I loved it. I hated it at the time, but after the fact, as I matured, all these fucking things that happened to me, man, just made me so fucking tough in my mind. Any other stories like Lieutenant Dan, bro? Lieutenant Dan. Fuck yeah, man. I was a sergeant for a while. I got promoted to sergeant in 2009. I got promoted to sergeant. And I left 2017. I was in the middle of getting promoted to go to warrant officer, but I had a drama with my boss and I jumped the desk and fucking nearly killed him and got sent to a psych ward, and the rest, it's another story. But yeah, fucking 2009 I was a sergeant, and yeah, fucking I had broke a lot of lieutenants in, so they'll send, a lieutenant, as a guy usually 20, 21 years old. He's done 18 months at the Royal Military College where officers become, and they come out as a lieutenant, right? In charge of a sergeant, 3 section commanders, and 30 men, fresh. We don't expect them to be fucking, they've just come from training. So your sergeant is the officer's mentor, right? He's got to be the go-between between the soldiers, maintaining their respect for the officer. At the same time, I've got to be that in between. And I'm trying to guide the officer to make the right decisions, because they come out with all these crazy ideas. They want to do this and do that, but I've done all of it. I know what works and what doesn't. And sometimes they're like, no, Sergeant, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, fucking, mate, we've fucking done it 20 times, don't listen to me. No, I said, righto. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to lose the faith of your fucking soldiers in 2 days, bro. And they do it. And the soldiers are like, fuck this cocksucker. What's he doing to us? But I let him go through that. I let him feel that pain. I let him go through that humility. But then I say, right, listen to me, mate. I want to make you successful. You're my fucking boss. I want you to be a good boss. And then they start to listen. Sometimes I'll just come straight out and go, I know nothing. Teach me everything. And you like that, but you're like, also, bro, you know, you're an officer, make some decisions on your own. But I always used to say, an officer, when I get them, I say, I'm going to bolt a fucking steering wheel to the back of your head and I'm going to fucking drive it around, right? And that's what I used to say. I broke in like 7 or 8 lieutenants. And I had dramas with a couple. I had a female that came out 19. Right? And we're out field, right? And we're doing it. Like, I don't see, when I'm dealing with soldiers, I don't see sex, okay? I don't see sex. I just see you fucking soldier, right? I mean, if you're female, you know, you're not going to be doing fighting stuff and stuff, but I don't see you as a weaker person. You're a fucking soldier, right? And whatever. So she's coming up and going, is my butt too big? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Your butt too big? No one gives a fuck about your butt. Oh, but I'm like, the soldiers don't give a fuck about your ass. You fucking idiot. What are you fucking going on about? Makeup out here. Get your fucking makeup off, you fucking deodorant. What are you putting fucking deodorant on? I can smell that shit from 100 meters away. Fuck the deodorant off, bro. You know, fuck that shit off. And they're like, no, I need this and I need my oats and I need to know the guys that I look good. I'm like, so I had to slap her around a bit and go, fucking mate, toughen up. No one sees you as a female or your ass or your tits or any of that. They don't see that, bro. They see you as a leader and they always see you as a good one or a fuck up. You know? So, you know, and then she's like, Sergeant Gooding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the section commanders in and I'm going to get them to sit down and criticize my leadership. I said, what the fuck would you do that for? I said, if you ask those guys to sit down and criticize you, you're going to be crying in 10 minutes. Don't do that. You go and tell them. Show them who you fucking are. Don't let them come and say you're doing this wrong, you're doing that, you whatever. You know, like, and she goes, no, I think I'm going to do this. I said, right, hey, fucking do it. I was like, boo-boo, Gazy, come in. The boss wants you to tell her downfalls. And they look at me and they're like, are you sure? I'm like, do you want it, Lieutenant Rome? Yes. Within fucking 10 minutes, they go on your shit cunt. You know, and tell her all her, but they'll be, they'll telling her, you're doing this wrong. No one cares about what you look like. No one cares about your fucking hair. No one cares. We want to know if you're going to make the right decisions and lead us the right way. And she's fucking bawling. And I'm like, right, stop. Get the fuck out of here. Ma'am, come here. Do you understand now? The men don't see you like that. You're not in the fucking street. You're not trying to impress anybody, okay? So that fucking sucked dealing with that type of shit and bashing that out of some of the lieutenants. But no, most of the time I was pretty good, man. Like, because at the end of the day, I want everybody. Fuck off. Whoops. I want everybody to win. You know what I mean? I want everyone to fucking win. But it's fucking hard dealing with shit like that, you know? Because I trained with that young lieutenant, and then when I went into Afghanistan in 2010, she went into East Timor. And East Timor then was more like it's a peace monitoring thing, you know what I mean? They're not getting into any firefights or anything like that. They're just sort of showing the local town that we're there in support, right? I get a phone call to Afghan 2 weeks after we deployed. She's in East Timor. And she's crying to me on the phone. She'd been bitten by a dog that was rabid. And she had to have a rabies shot. I don't know if you guys know about rabies shots, but it's in the fucking guts. It's one of the most painful injections you can have. Oh, yeah, the boys reckon they could hear her screaming, mate, 300 meters from the fucking REP when she was getting her rabies shots, mate. Like, so I hated that for her, but I fucking told her. I said, what are you doing? She says, I'm thinking about taking the boys for a run outside the wire. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? Why are you doing that? I said, we can have a look. I said, then why don't you patrol? Get your fucking gear on and patrol. Don't go for a run. PT. Went for a run. Fucking got bitten by a rabid dog. What do you say? Jay Green, man, that officer dynamic is a spin out. In my world, that's the equivalent of letting a freshly signed off manager become the boss of an board level manager. Like, yeah, they are, but they're not. You know what I mean? Because they are new, and we know that, but they have the respect of the commissioned, of them doing, like, okay, so if you enlist as just a soldier, your basic training is 90 days, 12 weeks. If you enlist as an officer, your basic training is 18 months. Okay? But you come out a leader, a platoon commander, right? And we expect that you're brand new, so we don't expect this. We got to work together, you know, and I've got to give him the leadership of the, you know, what he's learned through his basic training, and let him be the officer he needs to become without dictating to him, because I want him to learn and stumble a little bit, but without the expense of hurting us, you know. So, but they're not really making big level decisions when it comes to something like, you know, well, you wouldn't take a brand new officer into a war zone. You know, if a platoon commander's coming in with me, he's done at least 3 years, 4 years as a platoon commander, and knows what he's fucking doing, you know. Yeah, so, hey babe, can you just get me some toilet paper or something, please? Yeah, so, yeah, that's the dynamic, I suppose. Yeah. Be back soon, brother. Got to go get my little brother from the house party. No worries, Jay. It's been good, mate. I enjoyed your questions. It's cool. Yeah, so your video where the title says my anxiety is high about 5 days ago or so, I left a link to a video. The idiot has no idea, and he did a video about the style org saying the barrel wasn't removable. What? Who said that? Was it an Aussie? Who did? The video, he had no idea about. So he said on that video that I did that barrel's not removable. Not only is it removable, the gas system comes apart on the side of it. You can pull the gas piston out, the gas spring, because see, with fighting rifles, okay, when you're firing a lot, right, when you're firing a lot, you don't get time to maintain because it's a constant rate of fire. Your rounds will start to slow. They'll go, you hear it's like a rhythm. They start to slow, and you're like, fuck, you know, because with a rifle, as the round goes down the barrel, there's a big gas piston, and as that gas that's fired hits that gas piston, that's what sends the return rod back, ejects the cartridge, and then the return rod flies back, picks up the next magazine, the round off the top of the magazine, and then chambers it, right? So as you're doing that and you're firing and that action's happening, that hole where the gas escapes, so the barrel becomes blocked. So you have a gas plug, and we call it adverse gas, where we can quickly switch it, and it gives it a bigger hole, so we can maintain that gas, right? So yeah, the whole barrel comes apart. So, yeah. Was there any dangerous wild animals where you served? Dangerous wild? Yeah, well, yeah, like I did in Afghan, I had to shoot a couple of rabid dogs. When I was in Iraq, I didn't, but a couple of zoos got bombed, and we had locals coming in saying some dude been fucking eaten by a tiger, and there's lions and fucking shit, and we've got a drone out there, and it was fucking like imagine there's Sydney Zoo, and they're just sort of going out into the suburb, these animals. So you had to take teams out to go and drop all those animals, yeah. But I wasn't a part of that though. But yeah, that happened. That happened while I was there. You know, they would have been pretty indifferent actually. Imagine pulling up in your car and you like fucking bang, dropping tiger and lion. That'd be pretty like, what the fuck? That'd take you off site. Yeah, mate. There were sand potatoes everywhere. Yeah. No dangerous animals. I've come across I can't even tell you how many nights I've spent in the Australian bush, from the fucking Charters Towers to the top of Queensland to the fucking deserts to outback Victoria. I've been everywhere, in every environment, jungle, and I've come across 2 inland taipans. And one time I was a mortarman, and when you're a mortarman, you get the base plate down that the tube sits on. You've got to bed it in, so you've got to cut this cross into the ground, and it sort of sits into this cross. And as I'm cutting the cross to get the base plate in, this fucking taipan comes out of the ground, mate, lands up like that, looks at the 3 of us, picks my mate Boo, and starts going for him. And he's dropped his webbing and rifle, and he's like, this fucking taipan's chasing him, and I've got two entrenching tools. You know those like little entrenching tools that you dig? I've got two of those, and I'm like running after him like this. I ended up getting it across the back and killing this motherfucker, but it was so funny. See my mate just like fucking doing the goose step with his fly pan chasing him, and I'm after it like, ah. So that was pretty cool. That was a cool story. Like I didn't expect that. But, you know, I've been everywhere, and that's the only time I've seen taipans, man. They're pretty rare. Yeah, but come across thousands of snakes. You know, I've been laying in an ambush, right, in the jungle, and then you see this fucking python's head. You're like, oh. And it comes over your barrel, and it's fucking between the two of you, and you gotta maintain, mate, because you're in a fucking ambush. Everything's silent. Nobody makes any noise for the entire time you're there. You could be laying there for 72 fucking hours, mate, you know. Like I said, the intelligence is the enemy's coming through Thursday night till Sunday, so you got to be in there Wednesday till Sunday laying there waiting. They could come in at any time. And that's hard training. Ambush training's hard. It's fucking hard because it's laying in one spot for days. And you don't realise when you're coming into that ambush, you don't learn as a soldier first. You don't learn as a soldier first up that little pebble there under your hip
Question.
is going to turn into a fucking knife.
Question. Why are you such a pussy?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm a pussy. I can't deal with it. So you can look at it and correct him. What is it, American? It's obviously not an Australian soldier, because if an Australian soldier, he's not really an Australian soldier because he'd fucking know that. So was he American, Jordan? Not too sure. Hectic. Haha, you don't want to get bit by a taipan. No, bro. No. But if you do, it's all good, bro. You're just going to lose that limb if you're with me. If you get bit by a taipan, bro, I'm just going to throw a tourniquet straight on that limb, mate. I'm just going to fucking tourniquet that limb. You might lose a bit of that limb, bro, but you're going to live, you know what I mean? So it's hectic, but it's not, you know. Get a tourniquet on, get in a fucking chopper, hope for the best. You put a tourniquet on, you're good, mate. Tourniquet will stop anything, mate. You can have your fucking, you can have your arm and your leg blown off, bro. Apply a tourniquet. That's one of the things you got to do before you go into Afghanistan. You've got to show that you can apply a tourniquet to yourself and all your limbs with if you're right-handed, you've got to be able to apply a tourniquet to all your limbs one-handed by yourself. Because when you get fucking hit, self-aid's the first thing you need to do. Your arm's missing, man, you got to fucking put a tourniquet in your own arm, bro, because it might take a couple of minutes for us to get there. And if you don't put that on, you're going to bleed out, right? If you have any other... If you have another device, go and check the video you dropped 7 days ago and see if you can see the link I dropped in your comments. So what do you want me to do? Go to my YouTube. Go and check the video you dropped 7 days ago and see if you can see the link I dropped. Your channel. Is it a short or was it one of my videos, bro? 7 days ago. Which one was it? My anxiety is high. Did you attach it to that one, maybe? Let me have a look here. Fuck, I'm not real tech savvy. What the fuck? I couldn't see the link, Jordan. Videos, yes. So would I go to comments? I'll go to comments maybe. Letting Christian for sharing. I'm looking for Jordan. Is it in the comment section of that? What's the name of that video I put? I don't know, man. So I'm just going through my fucking on the pad here. I'm not too sure, Jordan. Jordan, drop it on the community post. Yeah, but saying that the barrel doesn't come off, that's, you know what? Actually, was he a New Zealander? But New Zealanders know that the barrel come off. See, when we're clearing our weapons, because the New Zealanders use the Oz side too, I believe they were when I was in. And what they do is, okay, when we're clearing our weapon, okay, magazine off, cock the weapon, clear the chamber, take the barrel off, clear the end of the barrel, clear the end of the fucking entry point, put the barrel back on, no magazine, release firing parts, catch fire, catch safe, right? So we take the barrel off and we inspect the end of the barrel so we know it's 100% clear when we're putting it back on. New Zealanders will fucking cock it twice, so they'll go bang and then bang again, because if there's a round there, it'll eject. So you're clearing it that way as well. We're just extra safe, saying, yeah, we're aware of that, but we're going to check the barrel anyway, because once upon a time we had a round get stuck in the barrel and the guy put it back on and fucking boom, UD shoot his mate in the fucking calf. So if somebody was watching the New Zealanders use the Oz style, they'd say the barrel doesn't come off, you know, because they don't take it off. Whereas Australians, it's part of our clearing process. When I say unload, safe mag off, cock the weapon, clear the chamber, end of the barrel, barrel back on, check no magazine, release working parts, catch fire, catch safe. Yeah. Bro, I could still give a weapons lesson off the top of my head right fucking now, mate. I could give you the immediate action drill for all the weapons right now off the top of my head. I could give you the lesson. I could give you a lesson on navigation right now off the top of my head. In fact, I used to pride myself, a lot of guys, once you get into your leadership, they'll go and buy a really nice GPS, right? And they navigate off their GPS. I was lucky in the 90s, I got taught old school. Fuck the GPS. I go with a map, a protractor, and a fucking compass, brother. That's how I navigate. Because the day that GPS doesn't acquire a satellite, what are you going to do? I don't have to worry about it. And it's harder to navigate that way. So whatever's the hardest, I want to do and be good at that. People used to spin out, I'll be on course and they're bringing out their GPSs and their watches, and I'm there with my map and my protractor and my fucking compass, and I'm walking on my bearings, and they're like, you know, and they're still, because they're relying too much on the device. I'm not, I'm relying on the maths. Can you email it to send me? You see the link now, is it there now? Evening all. Hope everyone's having a top weekend. Hey, Hookstagram, I was just talking about you earlier, bro. I really enjoyed coming onto your stream, mate. It was fun. There's a bunch of good community over there. I learned a little bit about strains and, you know, dabs and that, and the 420 crowd over there was really cool. And I really appreciate you saying to support me, mate. I think because after that live I did with you, I think I got about 13 subs, mate, up to 93 subs. So Hooks, I appreciate that, mate, and I'd like to hook up with you again in the near future. I can do a compass or GPS. I'm geographically challenged. Yeah. No, I pride myself in navigation. Navigation is the true skill of a fucking soldier. You've got to go in every environment, man. You need to know exactly where you are on the ground. You need to know, you need to know how to map the ground. Sometimes the GPS won't work because there's a fucking huge mountain in the way. It's saying go that way. So now you've got to navigate using the map the ground. You've got to know what features are, what re-entrants are. You've got to know the contour lines. The closer they are, the steeper the grade. It's a whole other religion reading maps. Our map, military maps anyway. The honour was mine, sir. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool talking to the young fellas over there. It was really good. Yeah, a bunch of guys came over and subbed, and I think one or two's popped up saying, hey, I saw you with Hooks today, so just supporting you. So that was really cool, man. But, yeah, no, well, I pride myself. Even now, I've still got a protractor and a compass, mate. Like, cause it's a hard skill, you know. It's a hard skill, and soldiers sort of go away from it because it can make you or break you. Because see, With a GPS, when you put in that target where you're going, it tells you exactly how far in the direction. When I'm using a mapping compass, it tells me the direction, but how do I know I've got to walk 1 kilometre? How do I know what 1 kilometre is? I've got to know my paces, all right? So now I know on flat ground with 30 kilos, when I walk 114 paces with my left foot, that's 100 metres. When I'm walking uphill, 132 paces with my left foot's 100 metres because my steps, if I'm going uphill, my steps are shorter. When I'm walking downhill, it's about 97 paces for 100 metres because I step out because of the gradient. So I have my boys walking up and down all these things, knowing how far it is to walk 100 metres. And as I'm navigating on my bearing, I've got a trip meter on my front foregrip, and then bang, bang, and I'm looking at my meters, and I've got two guys checking mine, and I'm coming together. How far? A kilometre. Right, we're in the area. And to do that, it's really hard, and I like doing that shit. What's that, Jack Dagger? Well, so I missed something there. Hooks, yeah, mate. The 420 mob roll together and always come through with a good support. Yeah, touche. I see that. Do I push on that, Jack? Hang on. What's that on? What link's that on? If I push on that, is it going to take me out of the live? I don't know. Yeah, check the link now, Just Us. It's there. I can see Jack's got it up on the screen, but if I push that link now on my screen, will kick me out of the live? What do you? Or is it under one of my videos now? That anxiety one? Is it on that anxiety one, bro? Yeah, let me check. Sorry, you guys, I'm just scrolling through my pad here to try and find that link. I'm a fucking dumb cunt sometimes. Don't do it on this one, do it on the other device, yeah. Yeah. No, just go back to the video from 7 days ago. It's there now, the link. Mm-hmm. I can't see it. What am I doing wrong here? I'm like, I'm still learning all this stuff, you know. I really want to push on that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Let me go. Let me see if I can see my own live here. Okay. All right. Let's go to the chat now. Okay. Oh, here we go. What do I do? Go to the channel? No. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, here we go. I see what you're talking about. Is it this dude? I can't hear this guy. How do I turn him up?
Eugene from Austria that I have, and A1, absolutely. Hi guys. So some of you might know that Australian military has what's called the EF-88 assault rifle, an actual assault rifle. And it's a variant of the Steyr AUG from Austria that I have. I have the A1, absolutely first die-hard version of it. Anyway, so here's a picture of it with an Asutra suppressor, the Finnish brand. So Asutra makes suppressors for a bunch of militaries all over the world. Might be the largest suppressor manufacturer there is. So they did a few
Suppressors are stupid.
things with this. They changed ergonomics, put Picatinny rails all over the place, stuff like that. But it did one thing I don't really like. The barrel is non-removable in their version. I guess they don't really have use for that. And it doesn't seem to be free-floated at all either. So I'm not sure what's up with using a bipod on this firearm. But yeah, seems to be quite cool. Was some videos on this some years back when it came out. Shit, this is from 2013. Okay, many years back, like a decade.
Mate, I got out in 2017. He's full of shit. I can see the barrel locking lug from fucking here, man. I know this. I know this weapon. I can, in my eyes right now, I could strip it in my head.
So yeah, it's a bit beefier. So NATO, at least the US, is talking about the 6.8 millimeter caliber, and SIG made their famous variant with little steel butt of the cartridge, so it can handle higher pressures. But in practice, they're pretty much only going to fire the regular brass kind of ammunition that doesn't have the high pressures. So the theory is that with a higher pressure cartridge, you could use lesser barrel length and still get up to speed. This seems to
What the
be
fuck
actually
is he
a
talking
20-inch
about?
barrel on this.
When you're
You
talking
look
about
at it,
barrel length, when you shorten the barrel length, it's called a carbine. I've carried a carbine as well.
Very much 20-inch, like a regular.
It doesn't do anything. It
But
may.
this actually seems to have a free-floated handguard here, so it kind of looks like it anyway. I really hope they made that change.
Kind of looks like it, he said. I really hope they made that change. Yes, you're right. If you look in the comments on his video, the first comment says, yes, you can remove the barrel right.
You can see the little divide here. It kind of looks like it has some kind of
I can see the barrel locking lug. Like, this guy doesn't even know what he's fucking talking about. And when he's talking about the front foregrip,
And I like that
you're not going to grab the weapon there. It gets hot. You
have like a
2 rounds and you're going to be like, fuck.
You can put your hand in there if you're laying prone with a bipod and fire this. And you can see it has a new straight magazine as well. So it has to be a very straight walled cartridge, this 6.8. And I guess it's gonna have some kind of barrel change system, because supposedly this will be able to switch barrels quickly to 7.62 by 51 NATO as well. So this is some kind
So
of
isn't he contradicting himself? He just said this will be able to swap barrels. You just said that, right?
looks interesting. It seems to have an injection port on both sides. So I guess
Yeah, I find it hard when guys talk about, you know, weapons like this, because he thinks he knows what we have or whatever. I mean, I've never dealt with this, but it's pissing me off already.
Controls on the side. I'm gonna guess it's a bolt release. Or is
But I wouldn't even spend my time trying to correct him on, you know, mate. Who gives a, I don't.
So I don't know, but I think this space AUG type deal with this new fancy caliber is looking pretty sweet, and it has this new
Waste of
side
time.
charger. The original one is a little bit more forward of the grip. You can put it back and lock it
And
back
also
like
the style is so good. It's a bullpup. If you understand what a bullpup is,
like an FN, FAL style charging handle, you fold up.
you know, most of the assault rifles that the Brits and the Americans don't use, don't use bullpups, mate. I prefer a bullpup.
Looks sweet. I kind of want one. Not sure why I would want one, but I kind of want one anyway. Not sure if this will ever.
He even said, I want one. I'm not sure why I'd want one, but I want one anyway. Like,
The civilian market.
Okay.
If this is in any way
civilian market.
with the SIG 6.8. So lots of questions and a few
that-
cool pictures. Unfortunately, these pictures.
If they go to that, I think that's a waste of fucking money in my eyes. Just going up to a heavy caliber, it's a waste of time. You don't need to go up to a heavy caliber. You got fucking machine guns. We got 2 Mag 58, 7.62 fully automatic machine guns. You know, you don't need a heavy caliber. I'm telling you, everything that shot with a style, mate, dies.
Especially when I'm doing it.
He sounds like a goose. You did sound like a goose. I mean, going on and say the barrel doesn't remove. Anyway, yeah, that's maybe I'll get on the comments later and say, hey, buddy, I carried this thing for 22 years, mate. I think I pulled the barrel off once. Can't remember. Nah, I'm not a smart ass. I'm just having fun. Yeah, so you guys looking forward to Pado's live tomorrow? What time is it coming up again? 7:38. Are you laughing, Jordan? You laughing at me, at that guy? Yeah. I mean, I can't even think of any weapon that I've used where the barrel doesn't come off. It's you've got to pull the barrel through. I don't know.
I'm good, I'm good.
But I'm not familiar with all weapons. I know. You know, any weapon that I'm going to come across in the war zone, I've familiarised myself with in case I need to pick it up and use it, and my guys have. But yeah. But the stuff he was saying, I don't even think he really understood. Yeah, have some fun with him. Nah, I don't want to sound like like a toffee cunt. I know better. But, I might just drop in there and say, yeah, mate, the barrel definitely comes off, I went to Kapuka as a recruit instructor for 2 years and actually taught the weapon system. I taught my wife, I taught everyone. I used to practice my lessons at home. When I was being a recruit instructor, that was hard work. That was one of my most rewarding things I've ever done, was going down to Kapuka and seeing men sign up, get on that bus, come in their civilians, man, and
Right at instantly.
sit there and you see the regret in their face. What the fuck have I done? Oh my lord! But I went there. I was that guy. So, I understood, man. Oh yeah, full breakdown and maintenance. Yeah, I was qualified to teach every weapon system the Australian military used. I taught the MiG-58. I taught the F-89 Minimi. I taught the F-88, F-88 Mark II, the 9mm Browning high power, 66, 84, mortar rounds,
Pussy gun.
M79, 40mm, 203, HE fucking hand-thrown grenades, white phosphorus mortars, Illum rounds, fucking everything. Yep. And I reckon that tightened me up. Going to Kapuka and then teaching field craft, teaching weapon system, teaching these recruits how to shoot, spending the time with them to dig the pits properly so they get it down right, because they're going to be laying under that and artillery rounds are going to be coming down. So I need to know that they know what they're doing when they're digging their pits. Spending the time with them on a gun picket, where to look when it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you're just looking into the blackness and shit starts moving. How to avoid that stuff, because you can pull the trigger thinking you saw somebody and oh my god, you've just done the wrong thing. You've just told every company we are. It's craziness when you're learning all that shit as a soldier. You're like, whoa, this is whole new shit. I just loved it. What's your favourite sidearm? Or if you could have an everyday carry in Australia, it would be 9mm Browning, high power, bro. Again, mate, it was my sidearm of choice, and I can use that thing fucking really well. So just the weapon systems that I rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. All the times that I transitioned from my fucking primary to my secondary, my primary to my secondary, my primary to my secondary, all the time, and then primary to secondary back to primary, doing all that shit, man. You need to know if my style stops right now and get my secondary out. I need to know how to employ it properly. I need to know how it works, how to use it best to help my mates left and right. They Aussie made. Browning 9mm high power. Browning. I think it's it might be English. Shit, you got me there. I'm not too sure where it was made. It's from like 1911, early 20th century. Browning. It fucking escapes me right now. Ruger's Italian. Olds Austrian. Yeah, it's got to be Europe or English, I'd say.
I think British.
Aussie pigments, no star is Europe. No, a star is European. yeah. Ogside, the AEG sort of designates the sort of, the country that designed it. Fantastic. And all the other parts that aren't metal are like Tupperware. So they're really hard wearing, easy to clean, nice surfaces. Beautiful weapon. Do you think we should be able to bear arms in Australia? Fucking oath, mate. I do. I do. I really do. I think it matters. People are armed. If the people are armed, the government aren't going to play aren't going to play games. I think. And I think it's every man's right to be able to protect his family, his home. You don't want to protect it with a fucking samurai sword, mate. You want to be able to stop the target at 100 metres, not at 2 metres. If they're coming down your driveway and you say, go away, and they're still coming, that's bad intent. See ya. What's the coolest vehicle you were in or drove? The coolest vehicle I'd ever been in. Fuck, I've been in some shit. Let me just think here. Coolest vehicle. Probably the coolest vehicle would have been the SAS long range patrol vehicles. Have a look at those. They're a 6B, like a 6B convertible. It's got a 50 cal mounted on the bonnet for the passenger. I think it has a 40 mil on the back, and those things can enough fuel and drive for weeks, mate. That was cool because of the guys that were using and operating those vehicles, and I had the privilege of being one. So that was the coolest. But I mean, it's the Bushmaster, man. The Bushmaster's a good rig. Everybody was copying our design. All of a sudden, the Taliban's killing everybody. Australians come over with Bushmasters. Yeah, we're getting blown to Kingdom Come, but nobody's dying in the Bushmaster because of our V hull. Our V hull was the person that fucking like this. When you have a flat bottom, people are dying, and the guys that did get hurt inside the Bushmasters when they did go was because things were loose in the back. So once that impact hits, boom, everything inside's moving at that. So if your rifle's not locked in, your rifle's coming at you at impact. So people will get fucking KO'd by their own shit in the back of the vehicle. So once you had the discipline to fucking tie everything down tight so you're part of the frame, that thing bang, 20 feet, you're fucking rattled, but everyone walks out, right? Bushmasters changed everything. That's why they stopped using the Humvees and they made those MRABs. They were copying the Bushmaster because the Bushmaster was no one. And he got hit, I think the hardest one a Bushmaster got hit with was about 32 kilos of fucking explosive. And it launched, these things are 13 to 14 ton. It launched this mother with fucking a full crew in the back of men. Launched this fucking thing like 25 feet in the air and it landed on his roof. All the lads walked out, a bit rattled and that, but they walked out. We reckon 40 kilos might have started fucking with the Bushmaster, but luckily enough the Taliban never got to 40 kilos. But if you were driving an IED and a light skin over 32 kilos, bro, like that vehicle you see in my community photos, that was only like 5 kilos of fertilizer and that was fuck all, bro. That was nothing. And see what it did to the back of those cars because the rear right tyre hit it. What's that? I fought back and I got charged with my what? What have I missed? What's the Brits equivalent? SA-80. Are you talking their primary fighting weapon? SA-80. As far as their fighting vehicles, I don't know if they were buying the Bushmasters off us or they were using MRABs. I'm not too sure, actually, because all the time I never served with any Brits. We brushed shoulders here and there, but I served with Canadians, I served with Americans, the Marines, American Air Force, Special Operations Task Groups, but never got to serve with any Brits, so I never really, I know I'm familiar with their weapon. I used it and shot it and played with it. Don't like it. It's a fucking piece of shit. But yeah. The M4's nice. The M4's nice, but I don't like it. I like the bullpup. I like the magazine being behind the fucking trigger mech. I like it there. It feels It's out of the way. When the magazine's forward, it's when you're doing transitioning stuff, you can get your wrist caught. But I mean, you can practice the drills to stop that. Yeah, I'd rather the fucking star. I just love that weapon. What about the New Zealanders? Yeah, they use the Oz Star too. They just clear it different. The way they do their drills are a little bit different to us, but they use that. Well, when I was in, they were using that. You missed my comments. Sorry, Matt. They're not coming up on my fucking thing anymore. Oh, here they are. Shit, they are. Oh, shit. Yeah, what nationality is he? Who? He sounded, he sounded like Belgium or Austrian or, Middle Europe there. If you're talking about that guy. I guess laugh at now, he doesn't know. He sounds like a goose. Yeah, have some fun with him, yeah. A full breakdown, a maintenance. What's your favourite sidearm? Are they Aussie mad? Who's Aussie mad? Do you think we should be able to bear arms? Fuck yeah, Aussie pulling no Steyr is European. He's talking about the Steyr. Thanks, Jordan. What's the coolest vehicle you in? Jack, good question. If they did let us arm up, and they would need to change the stand your ground laws also. So if they did let us arm up, they would need to change it. Oh, dude, it'd bring in a bunch of stuff, mate. It'd be pretty crazy navigating all that at the start. Absolutely, Matt. Did I tell you my story, Chris? What happened to me 3 years ago? I had 3 people kick down my door with bats and a knife. Fuck. I fought back and I got charged. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're going to look that judge in the eyes and you're going to fucking charge me, you fucking dog? They come in my fucking house. That's fucked, bro. Did you get hurt, mate? Like 3 people with a bats and a knife and you just got these ones? Shit, mate. You're lucky you didn't get stuck. That's fucking hardcore, man. 3 guys coming in my driveway right now. Fucking fuck, mate. I just looked up the Bushmaster. Fuck, they're hectic. 13 ton a dose, 110 full bullet. Yeah, bro, yeah. Bushmasters are sick, man. Fucking sick. Thank you. You have all us intrigued now, man. What is your story? And if you don't mind us asking, they hit me with the bat. I had my hand broken, and they hit your mum. I fought back with a machete and got 2 of them. Good, yeah, sick. Good, bro. Across the Achilles tendon or the calf, mate. That's where I would have got the cunts. And then maybe stood on their throat for a little bit. Yeah, a bat coming down, man. If you got that machete, though, I'm prepared to break my arm because you got that one hit there and I know where your arms are, bro. Guess what's coming? Yeah, why did it all happen? Yeah. Matt, that's super foul, bro. Motherfuckers, yeah, man. Why did it all happen? Crazy. Then they went to the police and cops raided me and I got charged and pled guilty. I'm now on 18-month CCO. What's CCO? What's a CCO, brother? I'm not familiar with any court stuff. Thank God you're both okay. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Exactly, Catherine. I've got weapons everywhere here. I've got them on my bed at the front. I've got fucking weapons everywhere. I owe them $50 for 3 grams of bud, but they were on ice. Holy shit! Wow. 3 of them coming for $50. Imagine those 3 guys, mate, when they're thinking that. What's going through their fucking head? All right, we're gonna go and raid this cunt. We're gonna do this for $50 fucking dollars. What? Mate, my headspace can't even go there, bro. I don't even understand that. I can't even relate. It's a community corrections order, basically community work and anger management, etc. Oh, okay, so just a fucking hoops you got to jump through, right? What? So what do you? Is it like a good behaviour bond? Like if you fucking get in trouble for something else, they can put you in jail. Like how does that fucking work? Man, that sounds annoying. Did you have in charge, or did you just take it, bruv? They shorted you as well, mate. You're meant to get 3.5 grand. Jordan. Oh, too true, Jordan. Ah. 3 dudes coming through my door, mate. Wow. Court dragged on for 2 years, and I ended up pleading guilty for reckless cause of serious injury ×2. Now, if I fuck up, what the fuck? Who comes up with these laws? And they hurt your mum too. They hurt your fucking mum. Mate, I feel for you, bro. That's fucking shit. That is absolute shit. Even if you owed them a fucking Oz, mate, $300 or whatever you buy an Oz for. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Wow. Wow. That sucks. Where's that, Matt? Are you in, like, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne? Whereabouts are you, bro? Fuck, Matt, bro. That's fucked. Do you still smoke bud? I had a bloke try to jump me from behind at night time. Me and my dog flogged him, threw him over the fence, and then drank his can of Coke. You badass. Your dog, though, is the Great Dane Cross, man. He's a cool dog. And you got a good bond with him, man, so he'd be tight for you. That's awesome.
Knox.
Knox, yeah, she's talking about Knox. No, Jack, I'm 3 months clean. I'm in Melbourne. Melbourne. Yep, I've done some time in Melbourne, mate. I lived out at Watsonia. Yep, out there, mate. I used to drink at the Watsonia RSL, get a gut full of piss, and then go and stand at the train station and try and have a fight or whatever. Got in it with 2 guys with skateboards once, man. They come out with me skateboards, but this skateboards were broken and it didn't work out too good. Great Dane Bull Arab. Yes, Knoxy boy. Beautiful dog.
Ours is a Great Dane Bull Arab.
Yeah, where's Precious? Where is he?
He's asleep behind the
Is he? Yeah, I've got a Great Dane Bull Arab cross pit bull. His mother was a red-nosed pitty. Whenever you hear me say Precious, that's him. And then I've got a blue Staffy, that's Apache. And then we have a little Silky Terrier cross, Australian Silky cross Maltese, and her name's Lamb Chop. The name for our little Silky came down to Kevin, David, and Lamb Chop, and the kids decided Lamb Chop.
Without the B.
Yeah, without the B. Did you ever go pig hunting? Yeah, bro. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, heaps of times. Yeah, and I used to, mate, when I was serving, we'd go, on weekends, man, we'd go and practice our skills. We'd pig hunt, roo hunt, yeah. I've done a lot of pig hunting. I've even gone with dogs and knives, fucking following dogs with knives under the lantana and fucking sticking pigs, man. Some of the army guys would only do it that way. Real men fucking use dogs and knives, whatever. So I did that too, that was fun. My dog's Dingo Red Cato Cleo, I don't know. Judge was a bitch. He said I should have called the cops. Oh yeah, as he coming through your fucking fly screen door. What goes through these fucking minds? How do they become judges? For fuck's sake. Cops can do no beating in the door. I should have fought the case, but it was a lot of stress and drag. And I get it, mate. 2 years and just fucking trying. Just like fucking end it now. What are the chillers paying these days per kilogram? What are the chillers paying? What, for pigs up here? I'm not too sure. At the moment up here where I am, the guys are going out, so we're having dramas with wild dogs. And they're getting fucking, I think $75 I think if you got the head and the spinal cord of the dog, I think they're getting $75 for a dog. I'm not too sure what they're getting. I hope you enjoyed the Coke, Catherine. I saw your dog punch you on because they made a statement on me. The cops came after me and didn't listen to my side, just looked at the injuries. So more hurt. There's three of them, but they were more hurt, and your mum was hurt, and they went, oh no, you hurt them more. That's got it hard to deal with that shit, bro. Fuck. See, I wouldn't even consider that, mate, you know? Fucking kill those guys, mate. Fuck. Sucks. Pugs, yep, it was nice and cold. Yeah, Knox punched me for picking on him. Yeah. Yeah. How yous going? Have you had enough of me yet, or anything else you want to ask me, or anything? Other cool vehicles. That was a good question. Other cool vehicles I've been in. I mean, in Iraq, I was driving my own light-skinned vehicle because when we first happened in 2003, we weren't familiar. IEDs weren't a thing. Improvised explosive devices were not a thing. So I was literally driving a six-wheeled Land Rover light-skinned vehicle around with my mate standing. We've got a turret on the passenger side, we can go like that, and he's standing on the top with a saw. And I'm cruising around with Labs, mate, in this fucking Land Rover, you know, driving into the centre of fucking intersect that. And then we saw our first VIED, vehicle-borne IED, where they just fill a vehicle full of explosives, bro, and the guys wearing a vest and they drive it at you and detonate the whole lot. That's fucking crazy, mate. They did it with a fucking, you know, the shit, the trucks that suck shit. We do, you know, because we're having dramas and the palace was shitting and sorting out, so we're, you know, let's try and get these guys, you know, there's a whole city here. Let's see if someone's got a shit truck and we can employ them and get good. So we got him in, and then after 3 months, the bath party got to him, and the Yanks were getting sloppy with checking who was coming in, the same guy coming in. And this one day, mate, they filled the whole shit truck with explosives, bro, and drove it into the main gate of the Victory Palace, and holy fuck. They took out the gun towers, they left a fucking crater in the road, because he actually waited for the Yanks to get up onto the side step and like look at his ID, and he detonated. Those guys just vaporized. But then that was the last time that happened. They put 2 Abram tanks with a big concrete sign that said fucking stop at 400 meters or we will shoot you with a fucking tank. That worked. Unfortunately though, a guy was speeding at them because his daughter had been hit, and he knew the closest medical facility was us. And he didn't see the stop sign, and he's driving hardcore with his daughter in the back, and they just shot his fucking car because they thought he was coming with a car full of explosives, so that was sad. I've been hanging with bad crowds since I've changed my life and had to get positive out of it somehow. I'm 3 months clean and training every day. Yeah, good on you, man. I mean, that's all you can do. That's all you can do, bro. One day at a time, try and be better each day. It's hard. It's fucking hard. It's hard. Bro, my mate got attacked with an axe. His brother chucked him a kid's scooter and he bashed the bloke with it. And now he's looking at murder charge or manslaughter. Men, he will do 5 to 7 years up to life. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. That sucks. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's right. Every day you wake up, mate, it's a new morning, new motivation, new goals. Try and stay focused. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to make the right choices, right? It's hard to eat the right foods. It's hard to stay away from fun drugs. It's hard. It's hard to make all the right decisions, man, doesn't it? But every time you make that right decision, it just ticks that little thing in your box like, I can do this. You know, I can fucking do this. For defending himself, well done, Matt. It's hard, not worth it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I suppose I struggled with alcohol a bit, you know. Go on you, Matt. Take a minute at a time, mate. Yep, Aussie. Shit, Jack. That's not good at all. Yep. It's crazy. Fucking crazy to me. Yeah. Fuck, been some good questions tonight. Dancer has some of her questions intrigue me, you know. She's, you know, she's getting into the, you know, like the Palestine and Israel and what, you know, what are my opinions on that? And she wants me to debate one of her friends that 100% down the line think Israel invented Hamas so they have an excuse to genocide the Palestinians, which I think is a pretty crazy thought. So, thanks, Jack. Thanks, Aussie. Yep. Did you see my question about boot camp? Oh, fuck, sorry, no, Jordan. Let me check. Boot camp. Boot camp. What is the hardest boot camp you've been on when you first started in the army? So what do you mean by boot camp? So, the hardest thing, boot camp, would be the School of Infantry. You know, because you come out at a certain level at Kapooka, everybody's even, right? You'll have the same amount, whether you're going to go, because you can join the army and go to the army band, the Australian Army Band, which is quite a prestigious position. They're out of all of us, the band corps are the highest paid dudes. But to get into the band corps, you've got to be able to play, I think, 2 or 3 instruments, and you've got to be able to sing. But dude, they come out, mate. The band corps will come into fucking Afghan for 2 nights, mate, and just fucking rock a concert, mate. AC/DC and band corps is cool, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be the School of Infantry was the hardest place, I think. That's when the first place where you start to know, you know, you start to sort the men from the mice, you know. So because you gotta put up, mate, and it's a different type of hurt. You start wars in your head you don't even know. Chris has deleted message. Oh, Chris, what happened, bro? Well done, keep it up, bro. My mate got attacked. Yeah. Well done, mate. Oh, Chris, what happened, bro? Jack, did you see my question about boot camp? What are your thoughts on that? Thoughts on what? Sorry, Matt. I'm with Israel as I'm a Christian. Okay, Matt, 100%. Yep. I mean, Jerusalem, bro. If you're a Christian, that means you hang your hat up on the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's what makes a Christian, right? Is that Jesus raised from the dead 3 days later. He was born in Bethlehem. He grew up in Nazareth. He traveled, you know, through nowadays Turkey, Syria, Damascus. I mean, he was baptizing people in the Jordan River. He walked on water across I can't remember the sea there. It's not the Dead Sea, is it? It's I don't know. So to Christians, Jerusalem is a sacred place. That's where he was crucified. Totally get it. Righto, guys, I'm off. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Sweet, Jack. And you're going to be hooking up with Woodsy tomorrow, eh? Hopefully it all works out tomorrow at lunchtime. Send us a text, mate, if you need anything. Have a good night. Thanks for coming and supporting, Jack. I appreciate it. School of Infantry, yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, the School of Infantry is and it's intimidating when you get there because when you go into the mess, you got to remember at the School of Infantry at any one time there's like I was in Longtan platoon, they have Gallipoli platoon, Anzac platoon, Capion platoon, Coral Balmoral, Gallipoli, all these are all infantry platoons of people going through doing their infantry courses at different stages. At week 2, these guys are at week 9. But when you go to eat, everybody goes to the same. What happens to the ones that aren't quite cutting it but close? They go to reserve unit until they get it or what? Nah, bro. There's no quite cutting it or close. It's if you don't cut it, you do something else, mate. You go and maybe work in the Q stream, become a QE, where which is you need everybody, mate. But you're working in a supply store, handing out like if I need a new pair of boots, you go to those guys. They'll give you new boots, new uniform. If you need a new sleeping bag, swap your shit out and your kit out. And then we have our orderly room, people that just work on computers, making sure our pays are right, making sure our leaves are right, making sure our administration's right. And then you have cooks too, You've got to feed the fucking soldiers, so they're super important, man. I got told from a young age, never give shit to the QEs or the cooks. You make friends with the QEs, they'll give you extra shit. And make friends with the cooks, and they won't fucking spit in your food. Yeah, bro, we have phone numbers now. He's coming to my place. I'll text you tomorrow and let you know. Sweet, bro. Good night, Chris, and I'll enjoy tonight. Thanks. Hey, Chris, mate, I'm thinking of you, man, about your heart and all that, bro. Should go well. Stints are good. Mel sends a love, Chris. So I appreciate you being here and listening, mate. It's good. It fires me up. It's because of what I know. It's what I know. It's what I'm good at. I don't get to do that anymore. So it's good exercising this shit in my head again. It feeds my ego a bit too, I suppose. That's awesome, dude. You got it going. Hog. Hangover Gang. Tom McDonald, my favourite rapper. He's my only artist I listen to right now. Tom McDonald. Not his political shit, but he's got like spoken words on anxiety and anarchy, and he's a fucking good rapper. Tom McDonald, hit him up. Night, Chris. Take care. Keep up. Yep. Night, Chris. Chris Esperin. Have a good one, brother. First nice thing Mel's said on live, I think.
Pussy.
She went, what, you pussy? Yeah, Mel's my rock. My rock. Yeah. What are you thinking about this Moogie? I don't even know his name. That little nomad bikey guy that wants to fight Pato, or Pato's fighting. What do you reckon about this stuff? I'm lucky to have a good woman. I know exactly, mate. I know that. I know. I've got the best. We've been together since 1996, man. We're best friends. We're best everything, mate. We're partners in crime. We fucking do everything together, mate. I spent so much time away from her now, mate. I'm never gonna fucking leave her side again, ever. Pato will smash him. Yep, I think so. I mean, I haven't seen any fighting footage of that lad though.
No.
I'm thinking the way I saw Pato, he put a little video out of him doing. It looks like Pato's going to be an outside fighter. He might lead with that get engaged with that jab. If I was that Moogie guy, I'd be practicing coming in under Pato's jab and getting in close, resting my chin because he's a little bit shorter. Try and rest my chin on his chin and just fucking liver and kidney and be an inside fighter, because then Pato's going to have to try and, because he's quite long and strong, to get that power, he might have to try and lean back again, and as you lean back and expose that chin, I boxed with the Devil Guards boxing in Wagga Wagga for 2 years straight, and I was fighting every Friday night at the Police Boys Club. I'd go down there and we'd fight fucking 3-minute rounds every Friday night, man, and So I know, you know, the dynamic of it. I know the footwork. The footwork's essential. You know, punches start with the twisting of the hips. Pato will be quick, I think. He must be able to go a bit. Yeah, I seen that footage. Pato has good straight punches, and yeah, you're right. Moody needs to get on the inside. Yep, exactly what I thought. Tom is okay. I like Brodnax. He's done stuff with Adam Calhoun as well. Brodnax to do with the beard. He's like this motherfucker. Yeah, he's all right. I don't mind Brodnax. You know. I just relate to Tom's music, man. It fucking hits me. It just hits me. Some of the shit he talks about. Yeah, I like ACAL too, you know. I can't just listen to him by himself all the time. I like that new one he dropped, the Shooks one. That Shook one beat that he dropped, that's fucking tight. That's a nice beat. I play that a lot. Fucking, I don't mind some banging. I don't mind Ilche, you know. Sometimes when I'm fucking doing some vacuuming here, mate, I'll be pumping Ilche. And I like that one. I think it's he calls it a freestyle where he doesn't have a verse. He raps for about 5 minutes. He's fucking quite intelligent. The way he puts his words together and raps, mate, through that song, I was like, that's when I went, fucking, you know, Spanion's got a mind. He's smarter than you think, that bloke, bro. He's smart as. Pato will pump him. Trent. So I dropped my phone. Sorry, Pug. Oh shit, what have I done here? What happens and the ones that aren't quite cutting it? Yeah, they get fucked. They go on. Yeah, bro. Text tomorrow. Good night, Chris. Enjoy it all. Yep. Well, fuck. Okay, night, Chris. Chris Bird. Nothing said. Pato will smash him. Pato will be quick. I think he must be able to go a bit. Yeah, I've seen that footage, Pato. Yep. Exactly what I thought. Tom is okay, bro. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back up. Spanion's earlier music was decent. Yeah. I can't get into Cursor and those other lads down in Melbourne and that. I'm not a rap fan. You know, I used to listen to the old Eminem back in the day, you know, fucking Two Trailer Park Girls Go Around the Outside, you know, and all those ones when he was bashing his mum and, you know, but when he said, you know, if my fans voted for Trump, I don't want any fans. Once he said that, I was like, fuck you, Eminem, you know, you can't, that's fucked up saying that. And then I can't stand rap. And then one day I was on YouTube and the song No Lives Matter came on with Tom McDonald. I went, who the fuck's this cunt? And then I got 11 signed albums. I got all this shit, bro. I got the Brave album he did with ACAL, the gold. There's only 1,000 CDs done with the gold, double signed. I mean, that thing's going to be worth a few grand, I reckon, in a few years. I like a lot of older hip hop. Yeah, when you say older hip hop, you like NWA and Wu-Tang Clan, Dr. Dre and that. I used to play Fuck the Police because it was, you know, rebellious, but I could never relate to their music. I was brought up listening to Dire Straits, money for nothing and your chicks for free, you know, and what else was I listening to? The Beach Boys, Aroma, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda. I used to listen to that shit, you know. Starts out Trem One. He's an old school rapper from Melbourne. Trem One. Okay, I will. My mum would never let me watch Rage. Didn't make any difference in my life. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, you can't go past Akadaka. You know, fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, By the Way. Whew. When I hear that and I'm in the mood and I hear that Under the Bridge, oh, I love that song, Chili Peppers. Yeah, Bone Thugs, Tupac. Yeah, Tupac. I still couldn't relate because they're talking about their lives in New York and LA. So as a kid and that, I could never relate to that. I was like, I hear it, but I'm like, nah, it never hit me, you know. But fuck, as a teenager, I used to like, what were they called? The three chicks? What were they called? What was it? My boyfriend's gone and da 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 da. Hey now, my boyfriend's back. Whatever those chicks were called back when I was a teenager. Listen to Vinnie Paz and Ray the Rugged Man. Actually, Ray the Rugged Man Tom McDonald's girl, Novard Rockefeller, used to fucking date the Rugged Man, actually. It's a pretty hardcore song for hip hop, yeah. I mean, I didn't mind Macklemore when he came out, you know. He has had some pretty cool songs. Macklemore. I mean, who else? What else? I've never really used music to what? Isn't the video? Yeah, Jordan, that's really good. That's right. Lyrical Commission turned Brad Strutt, 80s and 90s rocks. What was those other lads called? I used to listen to E17. I turned the lights slow and put some music on. I let our bodies swing sweet to the soft song. I feel your heat. It's turning me on. I want to feel ya. I remember that. E17. I used to pump that shit. Yo, definitely need to suss out Uncommon Valor. Uncommon, are you talking about Stolen Valor? About people dressing up as soldiers and trying to get some sort of credit or something for it? Is that... I didn't even know it was a thing till like a year and a bit ago. I stumbled across a guy called Don Shipley. He's a Navy SEAL and his son's a Navy SEAL, and he goes out and tries to expose fake Navy SEALs and fake... And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, people really go and get uniforms and put medals on and try and... What? What? Why would you do that? No, it's called different Uncommon Valor. So are we talking about what I'm talking about, or is it a band? Because Stolen Valor. Hell yeah, man. I love the old Aussie hip hop. Yeah, right. Oh, that's the name of the track, okay. I was just getting a bit excited there. Stolen Valor. If I see someone with Stolen Valor, yeah, that's not going to be a cool thing. A song from Vinny and the Rugged Man. It's a true story from Rugged Man's dad. Okay. It's about the Vietnam War. Okay, well, I'll definitely have a crack at that. I mean, you can't go past I Was Only 19. That's a tough song. You know, I can relate to that sometimes, especially with the helicopter. One thing you can't train for about going to war is the noise. It's just fucking constant all night. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Grrr, ka 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 ka. All night, every day. It's just fucking noisy. Oh, yeah, this is cool. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and chatting with me. It's fucking cool, man. This is the first weekend that I've missed MotoGP, and that's my most favourite thing. For 4 years now, I haven't missed a practice round or a race, and tonight is their first sprint race, and tomorrow's a big race, and I haven't watched anything because I wanted to come and do this, and I love my bike racing. I love it. I love bike racing. Metallica, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, fucking oath, yeah. Guns N' Roses, bro. Metallica. Def Leppard even. Who else? Fucking... I don't mind some Slipknot. Even Rammstein, man. Like, when I was in the gym, and I was fucking, going for my bench, I'd gym myself up, man. I was listening to fucking Rammstein. I love that shit. That was crazy when you were talking about Stolen Valor with the Yanks. Right. Insane. I can't even comprehend it. I'd know immediately. Not caught. I'm not even going to go there but yeah. I'll be able to know whether you're a soldier or not. Immediately. First of all, what's your fucking regimental number, bro? What's your PM keys? Every soldier, it's burned into my head. My regi number, 1810095. My PM keys, 82242282. I went through Kapuka in 95. My recruit instructor was a guy called Gavin Jones. Like, and then you say, what battalion you was in? And then the first sign they go, I was Black Ops. And you go, that's not even a thing, bro. Black Ops is not a thing, cunt. When they say that, it fucking... I've never had to come across, but I'm going to rip all their clothes off them straight away, bro. What's my biggest bench? Okay, Slayer was pretty heavy. What's my biggest bench? Okay, in 2012, I wanted to leave after 9 months. I wanted to leave out of the 1,000 Australians that were deployed in Afghan. I wanted to be able to bench every cunt, right? So for 9 months, all I did was work on my bench. Primarily. I was still at heaves and doing cardio, but when I was in the gym, I was doing everything to benefit my one lift bench. Okay? I got into Afghan. Because I call them man makers, 5 sets by 5 reps. You know, if you want to become a man, you know, I tell the young fellas, 5 sets by 5 reps, three exercises: heavy deadlift, heavy squat, rear squat, heavy bench. 5 by 5 on those things, man, and that's what's going to fucking start turning to a man, in my opinion. Okay, you don't want to be doing curls and isolating your triceps and all this fucking bullshit. You want to be doing compound. If you're going to be a soldier, you want to be compounding exercises. Okay, so when I left Afghanistan, I did a one press bench of 180 kilos. I could rep 5 by 5, 145 kilos, 5 by 5. I outbenched guys by, I think the closest bench behind me was about 150 something. Yeah, and I outbenched them. There will never be a bigger band than ACDs from Australia, no way, that's right. Everyone knows Akadaka. Same here, MotoGP, love it. Do you know what time the sprint race is on? No, but it's in Europe, so it's usually around now. It'll be on now. But I've got Foxtel, so, you know, I'll just fucking check it out later. But yeah, I love the MotoGP. Jack Miller's frustrating me, bro. He can get to the front, mate. He gets to the front quickly. He's good on those starts, but then he just can't hang with them. He just can't hang with them anymore. And he's so talented, that cunt. That's crazy, 180. I know, mate. I know. And what was funny, because I never did anything else, my deadlift was only like 190. I could only deadlift like 190, but I wasn't training that, you know. And I had another guy there. His goal by the 9 months, he wanted to beat the burpee record at the time proper. He wanted to do 100 burpees in 10 minutes. That's what he was achieving. He did that too, you know. And then my other mate was going for the heaviest deadlift, you know, and he deadlifted about 280, 290 off the top of my head. This is clean, no roids, no fucking nothing, bro. You know, none of that shit, bro. The beauty of going to war, they feed you good. So in the morning, I'd eat fucking 10 boiled eggs. I'd just take the centers out, the little golf balls, the just pure cholesterol, the yolks, fuck that off, all white, and fucking 2 bowls of oats. At lunchtime, any fucking protein and bread, and then at night time, any protein. Yeah, and you just drinking water. Every now and again, I'd have a Red Bull, and obviously coffee. I've been training for the past 3 months. Never really trained in my life. I'm up to 80 kilos, but I only weigh 78. When I benched 180, I weighed 102 kilos when I did that. Actually, you see me, if you go back to the community, when I'm in that pool that we made in Afghan, that dirty, filthy pool that nobody would get in, but I did. In that photo, that's 2 months from me doing that 180 bench. There, I was doing 1 rep press of a 150, 160 in that photo. Ventura was okay. A lot of Metallica fans jumped shit when they came out, yeah. Like I said, the first 4 Metallica albums are the best, and heaps of metal fans started looking elsewhere. Matt's still doing good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I used to say to my guys. The good thing is you should be able to bench your own body weight, you know. You should be able to bench your own body weight, I think. Fucking oath. And I specifically trained for that one bench for 9 months straight, dedicated. Every day. Oh, and dips. That's the other thing I used to be really good at. I used to be able to get two 20-kilo plates on a chain between my legs, you know, and I could do nice deep dips because it helped my bench. So I used to put 40-kilo plates on, man, and do sets of 20 dips. And that started shooting my bench up real good. Came second in Victoria on the bench in high school. Fuck yeah, that's a good shit. I went to the gym at 65 and brought on 13 kilos in 3 months. Yeah, fucking oath, man. And I mean, if you want to bulk on, just just eat it light and just. But you got to make sure you put the heavy work in. But when it comes to that stuff, I listen to Pato, not me. Look at that cunt. He's a fucking specimen. At 40 years old, he's a specimen, bro. Right now, like me and my young fella went to the gym, and I just fuck, where am I at? And I pressed up 125 pretty easily, so, and I haven't done anything for fucking ages. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fucking nice. Gaff bang. Yeah, so in the army, we do a lot of, a lot of our exercises too is with full uniform too. So you're doing it pants, boots, webbing. So you're doing a lot of exercise like that. What about wide grip chin-ups with plates? Fuck that. I could only do a couple, then they start fatiguing. Yeah, bro. Oh, wide grip overhang, with plates, man. I couldn't do it. I never used to tie any plates to myself. I couldn't. My mates would, and then I'd look like a bitch because I could only do like 5 or 6. I mean, the most amount of good, solid, dead where my chin's above the bar and then, straight lockout arm. I think I got to 14, 15. But I never really just, like I said, I just wanted to bench the shit out of it. Yeah, wide, they're good. We used to say the wider you go, the wider you grow. 65, oh wow, my BMI is 75. BMI, that's a terrible way to, like I was strong and fucking fit when I come from Afghan. I weighed 102 kilos, man. I was pretty staunch, and I did a BMI, and it said I was obese. It's stupid. I have to redo the BMI. It doesn't work like that anymore. It's different. It's got to be an individual thing, not a bell curve, I reckon. Yeah. Yep. My young fella's actually training now. He's training pretty hard every day. He's out there training. Yeah, Catherine, I was a stick, but feeling so much better. I want to get to 85. How tall are you, Matt? I'm definitely in obesity. No, you're not. Oh, I didn't know you put that there. This is the album I was talking about. See that? Brave, gold, double sign. And I've got the Brave 2 as well. And I bought his fucking poetry book. One of my prized possessions. And Mel, that's what I was wearing around my wrist over there, because if you cock it, we take it off and fucking shove that between your teeth. Yeah, Tom and Akal, yeah. I'm just under 6 foot. Okay, righto. So you can, under 6 foot, 5'11". Yeah, you should be able to get there easy. You're fine to keep going up. Yeah, bloody oath. Depends what you want to do. It depends if you want to look like Pato, and then most of that is discipline. It's your mouth. It's what you fucking put in your head. If you want, to be like how, in my opinion, Pato's been doing it since he was a young fella religiously. So he's got that. He's conditioned his body, but if I was or you or I to do that, it's the discipline what you eat. And you don't even need to do a lot of cardio. Long walks, just like 5-6 kilometre walks with 2 litres of water. You'll start stripping that, man. And maybe I'd start lower the weight and do high reps. Start burning the fat if you want to look like that. But if you want to put weight on, fucking carbs and just keep lifting heavy. Carbs, heavy. Whatever you do, don't get caught in any of the fucking roids, bro. The SARS, the fucking D-bowl. Don't do it. Don't get sucked into that shit, man. You don't. As soon as you get off it, it's embarrassing, guy. They shrink, and it's, you know, guys fucking get bad acne, and dudes balls shrink. It's just try to stay away from any of the roids, even though, you know, the guys that are offering it to you fucking look like Roman gods. But it'd be better for you in the long run. Yeah. All natural or whatever they say. It's harder, but it's more beneficial, I think, because it's true. It's not fake. It's true. Not to say anyone that's doing that stuff will tell you. It's all good. Tom is from Canada originally, same with Mad Child and Mercs. Yeah, man, I don't mind Mad Child. I've got Mad Child album as well, bro. I don't mind Mad Child. He's pretty cool. Tom and Mad Child and Akal did a song. You got to see it called Fire Emojis. Holy fuck, it's a good song. And actually, Mad Child Nova and Tom do a song called what's that song? One where he's Mama, I got bad news. I've been holding to the bad dudes. It's a good song. Yeah, I've been eating around 5,000 calories a day and training. Yeah, good on you, mate. 5 calories. Fuck. I get my cardio from my work, so I'm just, yeah. And that's another thing about the military that's so good is that every morning, no matter who you are, at 7:30, you have to do fucking physical PT training till 9 o'clock every morning. You have to do it. So you're getting all your cardio and your crazy shit in the morning with the mandatory PT. And then whatever you're doing in your own time, it's just more beneficial. So that's another thing with the army. They make you be fit. You know, you've got to get up every morning at 7:30, bro. And you might go for a fucking 10k run. Tomorrow we might just do circuits, push-ups to heaves, push-ups to heaves. Or one morning we might just do burpees the whole morning. One morning we might just put all our gear on and we'll just leopard crawl 100 meters, turn around, leopard crawl another 100 meters. Nova is fantastic with filming. Without her, Tom wouldn't be. Mate, I totally agree. Tom is such a good actor. I think he gets that from when he was a wrestler in Canada. He's really good at delivery. And Nova, mate, she's off the charts with her ability to direct and produce them. I wish Nova and Tom would do like a 8 Mile version of their life, you know. Tom's been through some shit and she's been through some shit. They could do a real good movie, man. I'd fucking watch that. Nova is fantastic with filming. Yeah, Jordan, she is, mate. Yep. Yeah. I'll keep uploading the photos too. I found on my hard drive, like I found another folder with fucking 60 or 70 photos in it. So, let's see. Some of it's just boring shit, you know, you don't want to really see, but there's some stuff. Like all the ones that I took in the back of the, I forgot, I got into this thing and it says chopper or chop or something. So I opened the folder and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. All the photos I took when I was fucking in the back of the Chinooks. Yeah, I'd like to see this shit because it's a pretty cool view. A lot of guys don't get to go up there, man, and experience that. I got to see Afghan from the skies too in Iraq. It's fucking cool. We used to do lockdown training, 5 days in basketball stadium, non-stop, pretty much boot camp on the court. Yep, basketball. Fuck, I hated that. I'm never good at it. I'm like, ball's gone. I used to play touch. You know, once I got to, I don't want to play rugby league anymore because I didn't want to risk an injury that would fucking stop me from going to war or doing my job. So I got really into touch footy. I loved that. I actually played A grade in Townsville, mate, until I was like 23. Yeah, I used to play A grade comp outside the army, and I played A grade for the army too, for the North Queensland touch team. I'm surprised you know that she was with Rad, man, prior to Tom, not me. You know that, bro. Yeah, no, mate. Trust me, dude. I love Tom and Nova. Like that's all I listen to every morning when I get up. I make my coffee. I sit down. I go to YouTube. I look at anybody that's reacting to Tom songs. Bro, I've listened to God Mode probably 80 times. Every one of the songs I've listened to every time. As soon as a reactor drops a fucking reaction of Tom's song, I'm all over it like a fucking fat kid on a skittle. Yeah. And if you guys really know Tom, he got into a rap battle with a guy called Mac Lethal, and you know, he actually says that Mac Lethal, when he's dissing Tom, he says, "And your girl used to suck off R.A. the Rugged Man." He even says it there. You know, if you watch that battle between Mac Lethal and Tom, Tom destroyed him in the end with his second diss. But if you want to see a good rap diss, listen to Tom's, I think it's called Lethal Injection, and then Mac Lethal come back at him, and then Tom dropped Mac Lethal sucks and just destroyed him. So you're familiar with that, Jordan, too? Yeah. Yeah, I know everything, Tom, man. Everything. I've even got his merch, bro. I bought fucking hoodies. I've got fucking support the veteran shirts when he's doing his veteran drops. I've got the Revolution one, the camouflage one with it's a royal, and it's like, we are the Revolution. I've got that shirt. I bought his mic. I'm a fucking sucker. Hey, babe, can I just put the bolt?
Oh shit, sorry.
You all right? Yeah, so what time is it? It's about 11. Well, beautiful people. I appreciate you guys fucking supporting me and Mel supporting me. I mean, fuck, again, I've gone through a run. Were you? Okay. Yeah, I support you guys supporting me and sharing my name and stuff out there. Yeah, I didn't know how people would take this. And I didn't know how I was going to explain about it either. So, what's that? M&L brother. ML brother. Like, yeah. What's that? M&L. I'm a dumb cunt sometimes. But I appreciate everything you do. You know, you guys are sitting here and talking to me and interacting, asking me some cool questions, you know, especially like what's the coolest vehicle I've ever been in. That made me really think, because I've been in, I mean, really the best vehicle I've been in, I can't beat it, the Black Hawk, man. The Black Hawk's tactical flying in a Black Hawk, man. You feel like a bad motherfucker. You feel like a bad motherfucker doing Black Hawks, man. Yep. Oh, much love and respect. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yep. Much love and respect. That's sweet. M&L, ML and R. Thanks, Jordan, man. You've been you've helped me. And I noticed that you're a lot of places in the US and, around the place. So when it comes to the streaming stuff and that, I like your advice and listen to your opinions, mate. Thank you guys again. I enjoyed listening. Nice to chat with my new friends. My Mel, you're awesome. From Catherine. I think, what are you up to over there? You're starting to withdraw. And that's another thing Australians, you'll never hear Australians say. We're withdrawing from the fight. We're running from the fight. It's like we're doing a battle withdrawal from the fight. Like I said before, soldiers don't get lost. We just get geographically embarrassed for a few hours. But, you got to go through those embarrassments to learn how to do it right. That's why we train, yeah? Make mistakes here, correct them, go to war, get it right. You going to bed, son? All right. Night, mate. I love you, buddy. Love you, mate. Yeah. All right. Fuck. Huh? Oh, look out. You got to stay for a sec. Just stay for a sec. Just stay for a sec. Stay for my girl. Stay for a sec. Stay for a sec. Oh shit, she's got the HK.
I lost my handcuffs.
Oh shit. Catherine, thank you for stopping by. I can see Chris in full channel doing well. Is that me at Mel and Chris channel doing well? Yeah, yeah. Hope so. Something different for you guys to listen to, I suppose. I still got so much to say.
Time to shut the shit down.
Hey, that's old HK416 right there. Love that girl, man. She's the best. I'm so lucky.
Look, there comes on a handcuff.
That's badass, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, you can see the other flag in the background too. You're not seeing double. That is 2 flags. I'm hopeless. I'm a hopeless patriot. All right, guys. I'm gonna check out. Thanks heaps for hanging around. I appreciate the questions and the chats, and it makes me feel good. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Later, Matt. Later, Jordan. Later, Catherine. And there's 6 other people that I can see there. I appreciate you all. If you're still there, Chris, mate, thinking about you. You'll be right in no time, buddy. And Jack Dagger, if you're there, remember you got to meet Woodsy at the car park at 12 o'clock, bro. You got to get that job. All right, lads and lasses. I appreciate you all. Ta!